What is up, Jets fans? I know I'm about 15 minutes early. There's a little bit of a reason for that. It's because I want to get to something real quick and get it off my chest. Just because I'm done. I have no more. I have no more fucks to give, and that's the bottom line. Especially when it comes to the middle school girl shit that's pulled by most a lot of content creators. I'm not going to get into names. Oh, there I am. Okay, did I disappear? I reappeared. I don't know what's going on. Let me know in the comments section if you just saw that. I have no idea what the hell's going on. But I actually don't even expect most of my audience to pull in for a little while because most of you expect me to come on at 9, and that's completely understandable. But I wanted, us to be able to get into what we're normally going to get into and whatever around the 9 o'clock hour. Like the title of this episode says, it's going to be, as most of you know, I did in the previous 2 episodes, I did my favorite football helmets, professional football helmets that were not in the NFL, not NFL. So I went to the Arena Football League. I went to the Alliance of American Football, the XFL, the USFL, all that stuff. And I came up with like a top 7 or 8. I don't remember what it was. By the way, hit the like button if you're in here. There's very few of you in here now. More people will show up at 9. And then, of course, the stragglers are showing at 9:30, 10 o'clock. And that's how it always works. But hit the like button. Show your support for the show. Regardless of all that, a lot of you, when I was doing those favorite professional football helmets that were not the NFL, said, hey, do college football. Like, what about college football? And I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. But now I'm not going across all of college football tonight. Okay. It's overwhelming. Okay. It's overwhelming how many college helmets there are to look at. Hundreds. So what I decided to do is I picked 2 conferences for tonight. And it's funny because the 2 conferences I picked, I was blown away. And I knew them all, of course. Yeah, well, not all of them. Let's say I knew 90% of them. But to be fair, like college football helmets are just outstanding. So I'm going to do it a different way. I got 2 conferences I'm going to go over tonight. I want to talk about how Geno was cleared officially. They're no longer looking into him. That's fine. That'll be a short thing. We've beaten that to death. Every Jets content creator has. The England-France 3rd place match was outstanding. Obviously, you know who I was rooting for based on what I'm wearing. And then there's a big thing with the World Cup and the disrespect to the NFL, and I want to talk about that. Okay, so there's a lot of things that I want to talk about tonight. Including we've had a shit show here in the Northeast, and not only just in the Northeast with our air quality, with the smoke coming in from Canada. Like, what the fuck? Get your shit together, Canada. Like, this is now 2 years out of 3 or 4 that you've had out like these crazy wildfires, and there's things that the Canadian government can do to try to prevent these things, to help these things. And just like in California, they're not doing them. They'd rather it seems to me that they'd rather put their taxes to like some ridiculous like indigenous people education or LGBTQAIS NFL PSARP education than cleaning up the debris and all the bullshit that's on their forest floors. That is what makes these fires go so out of control, and they're so hard to stop. Like they're misallocating tax money or government funds. And it's ridiculous. I don't think in my entire life, up until the past 2 or 3 years, that I've ever dealt with any bullshit like this. And now it's been twice in 2 or 3 years, to where now half the United States or the entire Northeast, it can't go outside and do what they have to do because of these ridiculous wildfires. And obviously, I hope that the people in that area in Canada, can get, wake their government up to be like, hey, you're destroying our land, you're destroying our beautiful forests, you're destroying homes, you're risking lives. Like, this needs to be a priority over bullshit, like gender education, some crap that's bullshit. Regardless of all that, like the bottom of the screen says, I have no more fucks to give. Okay. And it's not like I've been bombarded this week alone with information on how people like to shit talk the Midnight Mike Show, whether it's me or Maddie on different Discords and all this other stuff. This is stuff that I have been getting in my DMs and in private messages for fucking a year or more. And I understood when it originally happened, why it happened. It's because my ex-co-host, and I'm just going to be straight with it because I have no more fucks to give. My ex-fucking co-host, who I didn't kick off the show, I have the text. If anyone wants to see it, DM me. And I will fucking send you the message that I sent to him saying, hey, man, look, you were like a third co-host, but now you're starting to work on your channel and you're doing 162 Yankee games. Okay. And so me and Maddie would want to get shit rolling. We'd come on at 8 or 9 or whenever we came on. I forget what it was back then. We'd come on and we would have things we wanted to do. Like the thing at the time was, I think we were doing our mini draft. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Go back and check it out. But what we did is we went to a position. So the first one would have been like quarterback. And then me, Maddie, and this co-host would all draft. We'd get 4 picks, and then we'd let you, the audience, decide. We could only draft, Jets quarterbacks, and we'd, till we each had 4. And then the audience would decide who had the best draft. And then the next week we'd do running backs. And then the who picked in what order would change. And it was the same thing. We'd go to the audience and we'd ask you, hey, who had the best draft? And then we went to wide receivers and so on and so forth. And we would have to sit around waiting for him because he was doing the Yankee game. And and I had no problem with him wanting to work on his own channel. I get it. Like, that's not a problem. And I wrote all that out in the text. And I said, you should just step back as third co-host. Me and Maddie will move on with things. And then when you're done with what you're doing, pop on. You're more than welcome to come on. But we just can't use you. Like, we can't rely on you to be here when we're doing stuff for the Midnight Mike Show. We're trying to get the things. Okay. And he literally, now, once again, if any of you know who I'm talking about and any of you knew him personally before he came on my show, before he came on my show, he had problems with literally shit talked. Oh, this person, and once again, if I get pissed off enough, I will start naming names on who he shit talked. But most of those people who are other Jets content creators know who they are and know who I'm talking about how, they don't know how talented I am. Oh, I was doing, Joe Douglas and, I did it great. And they knew I was the highlight of the show and, fuck them. They didn't understand my talent. And they sometimes I go and they wouldn't let me on. And who the fuck are they? Like, I'm more, whatever. And it went on and on and on. And then when he officially became part of the Midnight Mike Show, I got messages from all these people being like, yo, this dude is a douche. And I defended him and defended him and defended him because, in my opinion, if you don't do anything to me, you have a clean slate. Okay, that's how I look at it, right? So if you could have beef with everyone else, but if you've never done anything to me, then I'm cool with you. Okay, and it's until you do something to me that. Whatever. So when I sent him this message, like, hey, take a step back as the official third host because you're working on your channel and you should be able to work on your channel, and then come on our show when you're whatever. But we're not going to sit around and wait for the game to be over and wait for you to come on for us to do our show when we're already on the air and we want to do things. Correct. And hit the like button, folks. This is why I came on a bit early. I just wanted to get this out of the fucking way. So him and another person who was always in our comment section, who was always, we had like a little text thread, and I used to some of these text threads and like voice conversations that we had. It was like me, Maddie, the commenter who was always there, my ex co-host, and was there anyone else in there? Maybe Tommy Jets and like Abe were in there. I'm not sure, but me and Maddie, especially me, used to rile him up so much because he'd be like, should I go to the tailgate and kick this guy's ass? And I'm like, yeah, man, you should fucking, yeah. And because he would get so riled up about it. And I do the same thing. I'd go to him and I'd be like, yo, man, Like, you look at what they did, man. You're gonna go kick their ass? You want me to go kick their ass? You know, I'd have fun with it, whatever. So then I come to find out, and Maddie knew this too. It was what it was. That when I told him to take a step back, he took it so personally. He wouldn't return my calls anymore. He wouldn't whatever. It became this big thing, and he took like some of the text stuff and like I don't know if he recorded the conversations. I have no idea on the details on that. And he sent it to tons of people in the Jets community. And these people knew that this guy, I had gotten messages from people that he sent messages to about what a shitty person me or Maddie or I was. And they knew he was a douchebag. So like when he did this and I realized, wow, this guy's fucking, well, once again, I actually, at this point, I'd have no problem talking to him, but he's disappeared off the face of the earth. I would love to try to like make amends, but I'm just trying to explain to you guys why I have no fucks left to give, because I'm not going to play into the bullshit. And once again, when I say play in, I'll talk shit. I will talk shit. If someone tells me something, if you guys have a fucking question in the comments section, if you guys, want clarity on something, let me know. Chances are I'll tell you at this point, because I just don't care. But I'm not going to get in. Like, me and Maddie have never been in. Like, have you ever heard us come on this show, or has any of you in the Discord or anything like that ever heard or seen me and Maddie come on and like shit talk other Jets content creators? I mean, like, once again, I wouldn't consider him a content creator, but I know Maddie has been going in hard on Beast. But I've been done with that for a few weeks now. But Maddie still loves, like, kind of taking his digs, and I love it because it's so funny. Like, anytime I see someone sent me a clip of Maddie messing with Beast, it's like, I'll check that out immediately because it's fucking funny. Okay. But so this ex-co-host sent all this shit out of context and whatever, and didn't mention to the fact that anything me and Maddie said to him to like rile him up or to whatever, he failed to mention that he was the one who did it at first. He was the one who came on and was like, Johnny Boy's a fucking piece of shit. Oh, I didn't want to name names. Whatever. But it was, they know who they are. They know who they are. Not Maddie, my ex-co-host was talking shit about. So he sent out all this shit, and I started getting DMs back from people being like, yo, he's talking shit, he's doing this, he's doing that. I even had people say, hey man, your name, meaning me, isn't good right now, so like I'm going to take a step back from coming on the show or whatever. And I'm like, that's fine, it's no problem. And even Maddie was like, let's just not talk about it, let's just completely ignore it and go on with our show as usual, because this is middle school bullshit. It's like middle school girls like talking shit behind each other's back and all that stuff. And that's what it was, and that's fine. Okay. Like, and me and Maddie just did nothing. But then over the years, it's like I still find out that there are pathetic fucking people who actually believed and bought in, and still to this day are bought in to the fake bullshit that was sent to them. And these people I thought were smarter than that. And I thought after, like, even if they bought into it at first, I thought after a while they'd be like, okay, now, look at who we're talking about here. My third co-host, and look at Midnight Mike and Maddie. Like, if Midnight Mike and Maddie are going to talk shit, we'll do it straight to your face on the air. We have no problem with that. And we never did before, ever. But still, there's stuff coming in that people are talking shit and, doxing and doing all this other shit to me or Maddie, or talking shit about me or Maddie. And I'll even take the blame. I'm sure a lot of people attack me in these other groups, and that's fine. Like, I have no problem with it. Freedom of speech. But and you can ask Maddie when he eventually comes on, because he doesn't expect me to come on until right now, 9:00. So I thank you all who are in here, and I'm going to get to your comments soon. But there's still people bought into that bullshit. So what I'm going to say is, if there's still people out there, content creators and Jets fans in other groups, and I know there are for a fact, that straight up, go fuck yourself. I don't fucking care anymore. I just don't fucking care anymore. Okay. My show started when I started this Jet show and started to go live. I would get like 100 or so viewers in the off season, maybe 150, 200 in the off season. And then during the season, it'd move up to like 300 to 500. And I'm still in that same kind of spot, and now, once again, I'm in a YouTube shadow ban. Like they're killing me on the algorithms because I'm in a it's not even called a shadow ban, but I'm in a like a warning, whatever. But they definitely kill you in the algorithms. Like they kill you, and I know that for a fact. I've talked to actually bigger YouTubers who have confirmed. Like, yeah, when you get those warning strikes, your numbers go down. It's what happens. But like I said, at this point, and I'll go to your comments. I'll talk to you all that stuff. I hope I'm glad I got to fucking vent a little bit, and I will continue to vent throughout the show. If you have any questions for me, I don't give a fuck anymore. Okay? I don't give a fuck anymore. So you want to talk shit about me, you want to talk shit about Maddie, you want to try to start shit between this show and other people, I will tell you one thing. Get some fucking balls, come on the show, and if you have something to say to us, say it. Okay? Because like I said, if me and Maddie have something to say about somebody or whatever, we'll have no problem saying it. That's it. We just tried to keep peace for a year and a half. We just tried to like back up and be like, oh God, we don't want to fucking deal with this shit. We don't want to deal with this shit. Like, this is so stupid. Let's just no sell it. Let's just go on with the show. And we did. But I'm just so sick and tired of getting all these DMs of, and private messages over the past year and a half. I don't want to get any more. I'd rather somebody come on and just fucking say what they have to say. That's it. So if you don't like me, go fuck yourself. If you do like me and you understand what this show is about, then hell yeah, fucking stick around and have a good time. Regardless, that's that. I'll get to your comments, but first, let's start off the show how the show should be started off and do it right. This is the Midnight Mike Show coming to you from the Long Island Sound. Let's go. All right, without further ado, let's bring in my co-host, the Beavis to my butthead, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matty Jets. How you doing, Matty?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Nothing. What is that? Wait, said something Conan? Oh, there you go.
Savage Sword. It's the Ishmatish.
Hell yeah. I'm going to get to these comments, guys. Don't you worry. Hit the like button, show your support, and all of that stuff. But real quick, hold on. We did have a few. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We have some people. Here we go. Travis is a channel member. Thank you, Travis. He gets a Jets chant.
Thank you, Travis.
Jets. And then we move on down. And it looks like Scott Foster comes in with 199, says first super chat, and he gets a Jets chant. Here we go. Jets. Oh, yeah. Earlier on, I definitely disappeared or froze. So thank you, Val. Okay. I'm glad. Okay. But I'm back and good now, I assume.
You look all right to me.
Good. Scott Foster says I'm here for the drama. Well, Scott knows. I've been talking to him. He knows I'm fucking done with this shit. Bill M says air quality here is 158. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's bad if you're in the Northeast because it's I'm living on my inhaler. There you go. Valerie, our first lady in the house, says that Canadian smoke is like a Twilight Zone episode. Yeah, it's bad, and I'm just shocked it traveled this far. 2 years or 2 years in the past 3. Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, Maddie, I don't know if you've seen. Like, I know have you guys gotten any of these?
It's not too bad in Denver, but out west and another like the further away from the city you are, with the Utah fires are definitely kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, because here. Friday was real. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday. No, Friday. Was it Thursday? Maybe it was Thursday or Friday. It was so bad, Maddie, that it was like fog on the ground and in the sky. Like,
Jeez.
You know what? Like, you know when you have storm clouds and they're really low, but you can still see individual clouds. Like, even though they're mushed together, you can see cloud formation.
Right.
This was literally like a sea of like whitish orange yellow, and it went from the ground to the sky, and it was like that for 2 or 3 days. It stopped for one day, and then today it was doing it again.
That does not sound fun.
It's fucking ridiculous,
bro. Yeah, one of the guys at work was going jet skiing today, and he's like, man, I hope we don't get a bunch of smoke. And I was like, it looks all right so far, but I mean, it's just a matter of time if it keeps going. So,
Scott says, as an ex-Californian that spent a lot of time hiking in and out of the Fed, state, and private land, Fedland was by far the worst managed land. Yeah, absolutely, because they don't take care of it correctly. Look at this, cousin Kenny in the house. He's been a little absent since he moved out west, and our show is now at like 6 o'clock his time. Hello, everyone. Missed you guys. Why early tonight? I wanted to get that shit off my chest before Maddie showed up, and like we could get into an actual show. I came on 15 minutes early and just did what I had to do. Dano gets a Jets chant. Here we go. Jets. 199 says perfect Saturday midnight Mike show and my favorite Taylor Farms salad. There you go. I don't know what Taylor Farms is. Is that like a? Do you know what that is?
Guy who does Taylor Ham?
No, I don't think that's the same thing because Dano's isn't Dano out west now?
I don't know.
I don't even know if they have.
I know you can't get a Taylor Ham out here in Colorado. That's for sure.
Valerie says, Ken, Mike has to vent, pissed off. LOL, hi Val, what's up with the weather there? Oh yeah. So anyway, not only, but by the way, Maddie, before our air quality index went to shit, my town, we had a day or two where we couldn't drink the water because they detected E. coli in the water.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I felt like a third world country. Like we had to boil water in order to
Taylor
drink.
Farms is who caused that massive diarrhea outbreak, I guess, is what Dano just said.
Oh, okay.
I
thought that was Taco Bell.
Well, maybe Taco Bell gets their beef from Taylor Farms. I don't know.
Oh,
I tried it. The Taco Bell by my house is run by like just nothing but criminals, and the service is so bad that I just never go there.
Mike should name names. He's being so vague. What do you want to know, Dano? Anything you want to know?
I missed the entire rant. So,
Valerie says lots of rain tonight. That will help. Yeah, we had huge thunderstorms roll through tonight. But you know what I thought, Maddie? So we had today the smoke came back. So once again, our index was horrible. I was up on my roof tarring my skylights. You're not supposed to be doing any of that, yet I'm up on my roof tarring my skylights. But what I was thinking is like all this, once again, a big fog of smoke is in our area. And now this storm comes in, and I'm sure you are aware of Return of the Living Dead. Is this going to do something where like the rain hits the ash and the soot and then brings it down to our level, and like just instead of people turning into zombies, it's going to like kill all the plants and the grass and all that stuff?
I don't
like that's my question. It's raining through all this smoke, so it's got to be catching up in the water, right?
I think you're okay.
All right. Well, I don't think people will turn to zombies.
I don't think so. I think you'll be.
No.
But if they do, that'd be fun too.
Ryan, I'm glad I can't smell Canadian shit. Me neither. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, I see the Yankee game was canceled. Yeah, there were a bunch of games canceled. I think, yeah. It is what it is. Let's see here. People can talk about me. I am white. I'm an effing bum. I do live in a trailer with my mom.
Sounds like heaven to me.
I don't see the Jets going 6-11 this year, not with Geno Smith. Well, I think 6-11 is our ceiling.
I think
maybe 7.
They have a much easier schedule. That's why. Don't get me wrong. If they had a harder schedule, they wouldn't. But they've got probably one of the easiest schedules, I think, in the league. So we'll see.
Valerie says, "Come on, Mike. Everyone loves you." I wish. That's not true. That is not true.
Nobody talks anything about me. Everybody likes me.
Oh boy, tonight's show could go off the rails. Should we start drinking? I already have my beer. So
alas, I have to work.
That's a bummer. Yeah, I'm so out of the loop. I don't know what prompted this PSA, and my confusion is bliss. Whoa, I show up 1 minute late, and I feel like I missed a huge story. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. I will answer them. I told all you I have zero fucks to give anymore, and it is what it is. Where is Gator Nut Handler? Once again, Scott, I don't trust Gator, but I have no problem with Gator. He came on the show, and we all talked. But once again, do I fully trust him? No, absolutely not. Boy, what have I missed the past few weeks? It's been going on like a year and a half. It's been going on a year and a half that I constantly get DMs and private messages of people talking shit behind my back and don't have the balls to come and say it to my face. The travels of Jets, why don't I know that word, Maddie? Help me.
Because
Trivials?
That says Travails.
Is that a word?
No, I think it's just a typo. I think it's just the trivials of Jets content creators, probably what you meant to say.
Okay. I am pissed tonight. How the hell did ESPN drop the Jets and Giants for the Bills?
Oh, no, I'm wrong. Travails means the painful, laborious work or agonizing struggles and difficulties.
Well, there you go. Just goes to show you that our audience is smarter than us.
Yep.
Which is fine by me.
Not a shock. Well done, Val. It's very rare I learn a new word, especially around here. So,
hey, are you saying I'm a simpleton?
Yes, you don't read.
I don't. I listen to audiobooks.
Yeah, and then you tell people you read the book too, don't you?
No, I'm usually pretty honest because I tell you. I always tell you.
I have motherfuckers that are like, yeah, man, I just read whatever. I'm like, oh, yeah, what'd you think? Oh, yeah, it was good, man. I listened to it in the car. I'm like, you didn't read it.
No.
You enjoyed it. You got the story. I'm not saying it's bad. But don't come around here trying to tell me you read that shit when you just fucking listened to it to and from work for about a month.
Rashad, did ESPN Radio ever have the Jets? Because the Jets are broadcast on 104.3 New York Classic Rock. So I don't know, and I don't know about the Giants. So, but it is weird that a New York radio station is covering the Bills, the Canadian team.
Whatever. I mean, the thing is, I just look at it and I'm kind of like, I think everyone's hedging their bets and thinks that the Jets and Giants are going to suck this year, and they're not wrong. But I don't think the Bills are going to be the bright, shining savior either. Yes, Scott, I do enjoy some true crime books.
Your favorite true crime book, go.
Maybe In Cold Blood or The Stranger Beside Me.
I don't know what those are, but if Maddie recommends them,
I don't know if I mean, In Cold Blood's a classic. Truman Capote. It's about some murders in a Kansas farmhouse. Stranger Beside Me is written by Anne Rule, who used to work with Ted Bundy. Like, she worked with him at like the suicide prevention call center. It's interesting. I mean, Deadly Innocence is another good one. That's about Carla Homolka and Paul Bernardo in Canada. Thing about true crime books to me, honestly, is that they're good in the moment, but it's hard to really have one that like sticks with you. Like, those three are the last ones the ones I really remember, and I've read probably more than a dozen of them.
Dano, 69th super chat tonight wins, folks. We will not get 69 super chats. Ryan, really, Scott, $2. Are you insulting a guy who actually super chatted us?
I was gonna say, it's not like you put anything in around.
Yeah, Ryan, like, you know what?
Throw in broke ass. I know it's expensive to live in Florida, but get the fuck out of here.
I sure hope not, Kenny. I sure hope not to have. And once again, the smoke, even it'll be clear tomorrow, but they're saying that once again the wind could shift and it could come back at some point next week. So it's ridiculous. Don't bother. Scott, you do not have to answer to him. Don't even bother. There you go, Brian. Haha, Ryan trolling super chats.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the season to start. I expect you to reach a new grifting level. Hey guys, Mike, I am now watching on a 15-minute delay because I'm trying to figure out what you were complaining about when I tuned in. Ali, if you're caught up, you can ask any questions you want. I'll answer them the best of my ability.
Well, I squashed the beef with Beast. I don't know if you heard about that.
What?
Yep.
Why?
Because why? It's done. It's played out. Like,
no, you just leave it. You don't need to squash the beef.
Not going to come on here, and it's fine. So I went on Bobby Midnight's show and said, "Let's let bygones be bygones."
I wouldn't have done that.
And that's
too nice of you, Maddie.
Between you and I.
Yeah, no, I would have just left it. Because what does it matter? Let's be honest. What does it matter whether you clear the air or you don't?
Yeah. So what does it matter that I did?
Oh, I don't care. Well, that's up to you.
Just saying, you're making your own argument there too. It's whatever. It's fine. It's whatever. It's.
That was Maddie. Your attacks on Beast were legendary. I hate to see them go, but I get it.
I know, but it's not going to happen anymore. You know what I mean? He won't. They're not around. So rather than just clear the air, I just let it go. Now, don't get me wrong. If there's bad behavior again, the truce is off. But
Do you think someone would tell you if there's bad behavior?
I mean, probably not.
You think you'd get the DM or something?
I don't know. I've gotten quite a few DMs, but who knows? I don't care, dude. The internet's not a real place. Okay.
Agreed.
Like again, this is not my job being a Jets person. It's nice that some people know who I am. Like Dano knows me. He has a great show. Thank you, Brian. Jake Asman knows who I am. You know who I am. People in the Jets community know who I am. That's fine. It's not like I make any money off of this, really. So it's fine. Like I had to do this for fun. And after a while, you got to know when, I don't want to jump the shark. And that was going to jump the shark after a while. So it's all good. Ricky New York, great guy. He knows who I am. I can come on anybody's show. Unneeded, jump the shark fighting is, Val knows me. It's all good. So let's let it go. Scott Black in the house. What's up, buddy?
If people, we get to 68 super chats tonight, I will be number 69 and give $69.
69, dude.
Oh, Kenny, we're not going to get it, but I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I can't believe Apple takes 30% of iPhone super chats and then YouTube takes 30%, remaining 70% to creators get 49%. They get 70%. If you super chat from a Droid or computer, ridiculous. That's true. That's true.
Hey, man, everybody's got to get paid.
It is bullshit, though, that the creator doesn't get at least 50%.
I agree. I totally agree. But I also know it's one of those where it's just that's how it is. There's no getting around it. It's better 49% than 0 is all I can say.
Scott says, well, Maddie, don't worry. Beast told me he hates my fucking putrid guts.
Yeah, he says that every time he sees you in the chat, Scott. It's pretty funny.
Well, no, the best is when Scott puts in all the little clips of Beast just calling Scott like a piece of, like, so funny.
He fucking hates you so much, dude.
I do see all you guys throwing in college football helmet ideas. I will repeat this if you missed it at the beginning. All of college football was just way too overwhelming. So I literally at random looked and picked 2 conferences, and I was shocked. I honestly don't have a favorite list because we're going to look at the helmets, but I ended up in one of them having to take the 4 or 5 that I thought weren't that great because they're all so good. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'll give you the 2 conferences right now. I did the SEC and I did the Big Ten. Okay. And then another time, maybe I'll do, Big 12 and Pacific. I don't know. But tonight we're going to be looking at the SEC and the Big Ten. Okay. And like I said, Maddie, you didn't hear this earlier. It's like, it's so overwhelming. I cut down to those 2 and I'm looking at them and I'm just like, dude, all these helmets are fucking fire. They're so old school. They look great. They're so like legendary. You know what I'm saying? That I just was like, fuck it. We'll just bring up the picture of all of them and quickly talk about them. Cause it was unbelievable. College football really has it, man, with helmets.
Yeah. When's the first college game starting up? I mean, that's gotta be very soon.
Oh, here it is. Gaydar, handler of nuts. My nuts are running wild like Ric Flair. Hope I can get them back in the asylum.
Damn, Travis. Thank you.
Holy crap. All right. Travis comes in with a red, as they call it on Steel, a red boy with 10 gifted Midnight Mike Show channel memberships. That's a Jets chant.
Wow.
Jets.
August 29th.
And holy crap, he comes in with another 5.
Jeez, thanks, Travis.
Travis, Jets
very
chant.
kind of you, brother. Very kind of you. I still got to come visit you, man. DM me.
Jets. And because of that, I mean, what is that? That's got to be $10 gets you a highlight. He just paid for like 4 or 5 highlights, Maddie.
Oh, so dude. Travis is cool. And again, Travis, DM me your restaurant on Discord. I got to come visit you one of these days. We'll catch up.
Well, what I think I'm going to do, Maddie, is give him. I'm not going to just play 5 highlights in a row. So what I'll do is I'll just space them out throughout the show for Travis.
Break.
Yeah. So this is our first Travis break, and I'm just going to go right in order. Namath to Maynard AFL Championship. Here we go. And I'm upset. I'm upset because, and that was for you, Travis, and you'll get a couple more throughout the show. Don't you worry. I'm upset because Jay, our Latina pussy slayer, was in the back, but it was during like the entrance and like the intro and bringing you on.
Oh, did he take off?
Yeah, he took off. So, but I still have someone else. Yeah, I still have someone else coming in. So don't worry about it.
Oh, I wasn't.
Don't you worry, Maddie.
Believe me.
Here we go. Brian comes in with $5, gets a Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. I won't, this won't apply tonight, but Navy's alternates are the best. Regular Navy and Notre Dame are unbeatable. Still, Michigan is an A+. Travis equals legend. Yes, Travis is a legend. That was awesome of him. And he, like I said, highlights coming throughout the show in honor of Travis.
Yeah, that was fucking sweet, dude. Thank you.
But I will say this. I'm an Army guy because I went to a military school and it was an Army military school. It wasn't West Point, but it was a lot of military schools are based in certain branches, and mine was based in Army. But although our president was a rear admiral in the Navy, weird, right? And by the way, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but J.D. Salinger, Henry Rollins, Norman Schwarzkopf, all are alumni of, and Larry Fitzgerald, wide receiver, are all alumni of my military school.
Oh, that's fucking cool, man. I'm a huge Henry Rollins fan.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I remember. So I have a Henry Rollins kind of story. So this was years ago, like before I had a Gmail account years ago. And,
Jesus.
This is like 2007 or 8.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I went home from work sick, right? And I stopped by this bookstore on the way home. There's a very famous bookstore in Colorado called the Tattered Cover. And so I said, I want to read a Rollins book. And so I was like, all right, cool. So I found one and picked it up and, take it up to the counter. And this girl goes, I don't respect Henry Rollins because he drinks Starbucks. And I was like, oh my God, shut up, And it was just one of those where
he likes mocha frappuccino. What's the problem?
I was like, dude, okay, whatever. And so Henry Rollins has like an email on the back of the book, and I was like, hey man, I don't know if you even read these or whatever. I said I told him I was going home from work. I picked up one of your books. I don't know if you've been to the Tattered Cover. I just kind of said, hey, but I said, I'm curious as to your thoughts on this. And I said, this girl said this. And I was like, isn't that the stupidest thing you've ever heard? Like, you're supposed to know where every mom and pop coffee store is across the country and whatever, thinking, okay, whatever, I'll just fire this off. So I was read for a while, went to sleep, woke up, got an email from Henry Rollins. And he's like, yeah, hey, Matt, I'm sorry you're sick. Hope you're feeling better. He's like, yeah, I know that bookstore. I've been there many times. He goes, and as for that other shit, I don't even have an opinion. Who cares? And I was like, I just got an email from fucking Henry Rollins, who is like the only person I'll ever admit is smarter than me in public.
Him, Henry Rollins and Midnight Mike.
No.
No.
There's one, and it ain't you.
Tori comes in real quick. Sorry. I thought, were you done?
No, that's it. That's all.
Okay. Tori comes in and says, Mike, Bills fan here. Glad you're getting more and more subscribers. Keep up the good work. Thanks, you.
Tori. That's cool.
And we appreciate fans.
Like I said, we like other teams' fans. Come hang out with us. We love it.
Anytime you want.
Well, we got to give Ali some love now.
Latina pussy is marked safe. I'm going to come back. Ha, ha, ha. I'm in the shower, fellas. Oh, come back live from the shower.
Who the fuck comments on a YouTube show while they're in the shower?
Oh, well, that's a first. We just did a first.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen. You must have like a phone you don't care about. Speaking of phones, so I wake up yesterday. I've worked. I had a 14-hour shift this week. It's been long. I barely got any sleep yesterday. Wake up, no one's home. I'm like, oh, okay, And in comes the wife and Sasha, and I'm like, does she have an iPhone? And she's like, yeah, well, it was a thing. It was just the same as she was like, she has an iPhone 17, which is better than my fucking phone, and she's 12.
Oh shit.
I was like, what the fuck? I don't really care. I just thought it was kind of funny.
How old is she again?
12.
Ooh, that's pushing it.
She's probably gonna take my car next.
That's pushing it. See, we our kids have no screens of their own, and we are not going to give them any screens of their own. And a
Well,
lot
your
of
girls
parents,
are really young, and just wait.
yeah,
Is all I'm gonna say.
no. A lot of parents in our area are doing this. Because it's really bad for them. It's like it really is when it comes to attention. It adds to if you have ADD, it adds to it. And the way we look at it is, if you want to watch something, we have no problem if you want to watch TV, but watch it in the living room when everybody can watch it together and all that stuff. But the new fad for kids is this thing called the tin cup. Have you ever heard of it?
Nope.
Okay, so it's basically like a landline phone, except it plugs into your internet, and it's like one of those old school phones that you pull, but it looks kind of like a tin can, and you pull it off, and the only numbers in the phone are that they're allowed to call or get from are ones you approve of as the parent. And then
My wife just texted me from the other room and said, "Don't be talking shit about me."
But basically, but if other people have this tin can phone, you could call back and forth for free. Like, it costs nothing. So like that's becoming a new fad for kids under, like, once they start driving and stuff.
That's all well and good, dude, and that sounds great. I'm telling you, when they get older, you're gonna have to revisit this whole plan, and because
I promise you, I won't. My daughter's 10, and I know there is zero
all
chance.
the shit I swore I'd never do. Like, it's a changing world, you know.
Yeah, except all the things that I swore I'd do from the time they were born till now, I've stuck by.
We'll see, man. Like I say, but it's great too because Kate can keep track of where she's at with like Life 360 and other shit. But all the kids have it, you know, and that's the thing is, I also understand that it's important for you to not be the only kid who doesn't have a phone. So, and we limit, you know, she can't, you know, she doesn't have a Facebook or all that other weird shit, but you know, she has YouTube Kids. But at the same time, you know, I don't want her to be the only kid without a phone too. And
do they have new things on the phones where the parents can control what apps they're downloading?
Oh yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Just download anything. We know if she's going to download something. Like,
okay, I mean, I think that's a good thing.
So.
Like that's definitely a good thing.
Anyways, we got to talk about Ali and Scott real quick though.
Absolutely. Ali comes in with $10, gets a Jets chant. Jets. And I'm going to go ahead and give one of Travis's, because $10 or more gets you a super chat. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was going to give 5. I'll do the 6th one, which is the one Ali always wanted anyway. And it's Michael Clemens giving the middle finger to Browns fans. So here you go, Ali. That one's so funny. $10 says, not once have I heard you or Maddie talk shit on another Jets content creator. Maddie is right. That sounds like some middle school bullshit gay. It is 100%. And me and I originally, when this shit started going down like a year and a half ago, I wanted to address it on the show, and Maddie talked me down smartly, because had I gone off at that time, I feel like it would have been more detrimental than waiting a year and a half, being calmer about it, and being able to express myself without just screaming obscenities and all that stuff. So I appreciate that Maddie was like, dude, let's just sell it.
It's not worth it, man. Like I say, like again, Chappelle said it best. The internet's not a real place. Like, it's not like if somebody, I don't know that if I have any enemies besides Beast and we fixed that, like, what are they going to do? They're going to come to Denver and find me somehow. Good luck. I have a very common name, and I Googled it, and there are over 20 of me, or no, over 50 of people with the exact same name as me in a 50-mile radius from my house.
Nice.
So who's got the time and the gas money to visit every one of those fucking houses?
Yeah, everyone with the name Matt, whatever. Like Matt. Yeah. Matt is just the most standard name.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what? Hey, stop by and see all the John Smiths while you're at it.
Exactly. Well, that's what it is. It's like, obviously I'm not going to dox you, but your name is not like
it's very
Matt, like
I'm sure more than a few people know it. I really don't care.
No, but like it's not like some like Greek name or some like
it's not like Stephanopoulos or
exactly. It's not something crazy. It's like
Scott is right. I mean, there are guns here, but
oh yeah. Come to my house, please. I invite you. See what happens.
I don't be inviting people because then vampires be walking in. But
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, I was more saying come on my property. I wasn't going to invite them in, but you're right. Vampires, you don't want to invite them in your house.
Nope.
Scott Foster again with 199 says, let's make it 68. And he gets the Jets chant.
Damn, Scott, that's awesome.
Jets, Jets, Jets. Well, I will say this, Scott. Here's another reason why I don't think we're going to get to 68 is because people are being so fucking generous tonight that it's you could have broken those up into probably 10 or 12 or 15 super chats. And they're being generous and putting it all in one. And so you look, you guys are being so generous and amazing tonight that I thank you like 100%. But another thing is, if you can't, hit the like button, right? Hit the like button. A few more super chats and stuff. And then I am going to get to our green room. Sorry, I got to go through. Let's see here. Which other parents must give you crap about you're not giving your kids screens. No. And all of my oldest daughter's 10 years old, and none of her friends have cell phones, and all of them are starting to get this or have ordered this tin cup thing. So it's like you put it in your living room or wherever you put a landline, and the kids can sit there and they can talk to their friends whenever they want or their relatives or whatever, and it's all good. But we do have Travis coming in with $5, gets another Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. And isn't it 1985? I think it was 1985, but that's him. He says, I saw OG Jets fan 1989 or 1985, got one of my gifts.
Just thinking about him today.
Rest in peace. And hey, look, you know what? He's up there, and he's like, look, just gotta give the channel membership to the Midnight Mike Show.
He's like, yeah, I need that shit up here.
Yeah, right. I think in heaven you just get gifted or you get channel memberships.
I think you have unlimited memberships.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things we do for this show. When you get to heaven, you get all the memberships you want for free. But shout out, we miss him, Tommy.
Yeah, man. It's funny, though. I was just thinking about that guy today. I was like, man, I hope he's doing all right. You know, I hope wherever he is, it's better than here.
Let's go 69 super chats. I fixed it. Valerie coming in with $5, getting a Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. And she says, I'm just a bandwagon jumper. Valerie, you're the least bandwagon. You're our first lady.
I was going to say.
Yeah, you've been here fucking from the start. So
somebody said something that no Jets fans are bandwagoners. Yeah, cousin Kenny did, and it's true. Like when the Jets finally win something, fucking then we're gonna see all the bandwagoners come out.
Which that happened in '98. That happened in like the 2009, 2010. All of a sudden, you started seeing Jets jerseys in places that you never saw Jets jerseys, and that's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. Here we go. $4.99 for Dano Jets chant.
This might be one of the funniest.
Jets.
This might be one of the funniest ones.
Who is more irresponsible with a toddler? Michael Jackson when he held one of his kids out the window, or Mets 2-1-2-8 when he chucked one out of a shopping cart? That's a tough one. Because I feel like I trust Michael Jackson more holding children because he clearly loved doing that. And I'm not saying in a sexual way.
That was so funny, dude.
But
that story still cracks me up.
Well, because he had a real good grip and he put him over the banister. Yes, probably shouldn't have done that. Mets, I don't feel like handles children often. So for him to pick and throw a child out of a shopping cart while on the clock working, I'm gonna go Michael Jackson. What do you think, Maddie?
I don't know. I love it. I love the Mets one. I don't know.
He's not asking which is more funny. He said who's more irresponsible with a toddler.
I don't know. That's a tough one. Probably Michael Jackson, but that shit was so funny when we first. He used to get so fucking bent about us fucking talking about it. He used to get so fucking mad.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
We gave it to him with both barrels, but goddamn, that shit still makes me laugh to this day.
Tori, Buffalo Bills fan, says Jets fans would die for Josh Allen. He left the field with under 5 minutes, with a lead in every playoff loss. McDermott defense was a joke. How dumb are Jets fans? I would not die for Josh Allen. And Tori, you can come in here and talk shit, but just remember that it's going to come back because we're going to go back to you. And this is my favorite Josh Allen moment.
It's extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down tonight.
A professional athlete, a grown man crying because his team lost. Get the hell out of here with that crap. Come on. We still love you, Tori, by the way. Blowy memberships. I don't know what that means, Scott. Do you know what that means, Maddie? Blowy
I don't know,
memberships?
but I appreciate it.
Well, it's $1.99, so he still gets a Jets chant. Here you go, buddy. A lot of these tonight. Jets, Jets, Jets. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. Guys, sorry. I want to get to our guest that's in the green room, and these super chats and everything are coming in, so I'm missing a lot of your. So if I somehow went past your question, super chat it, and I'll definitely get to it, or send it in again, and I will try to get to it when I have the chance. But I just wanted to make sure I got to all those. Okay, I think I'm all caught up on those. All right, so Maddie, let's bring in our WNBA correspondent.
Oh, Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Neutron. How you doing, Sean?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing good. It's so funny to me how much you how much you watch and are invested in the WNBA. It's like I feel like almost.
It's like that. It's like Twitter. When it does your For You, all of a sudden it kind of zeroes in on like 3 topics. And I try to, not get sucked into the echo chamber,
But you do, because almost all of the comments are
everything
about the
you
WNBA.
talk about on Twitter is WNBA. It's weird.
Lately.
Like literally the World Cup is going on. And every tweet from Sean Neutron is, and look, he's looking to the side right now. He's watching a WNBA game.
And Caitlin Clark is having a bad night.
The only thing I know about the WNBA is I like Sophie Cunningham, the way she triggered that chick by just pointing at her. That shit was hilarious.
Was she the one who was the ring girl oh, she's very attractive.
Well, they said that was decided all of maybe 40 minutes ahead of time.
I believe it.
It's
her walking around the ring took longer than the Conor McGregor fight.
Oh gosh, I was looking forward to that. I'm nostalgic. I was hoping for just puncher's chance, but I think he was carrying a knee injury in that fight, and it just rumors are that Dana made him fight because they're like it's just too late to pull out, and I don't know. Some guy who got his credential taken away said, I have nothing to lose, and this is why I'm going to tell it like it is. But
so I didn't see that. So you're saying that Conor McGregor definitely had an injury going into the event, and Dana White was like, no, you have to fight. We put this all together.
Which is the only reason I wouldn't have thought he had an injury ahead of time is because when you watch him in the warm-up room, like training in his locker room, he was kicking and spinning and everything and no issues. So he looked incredibly uncomfortable.
The only thing I saw is when he got to the octagon and they were checking and they were doing the normal checks.
And he did that it looked like he kind of tweaked it right there.
Yeah, he had like a weird little pivot that made it look like he wasn't sure on his.
But then once he got into the octagon and they do the announcements, you look over and he's famous for being real loose and all that stuff. And he just standing rigid as hell. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't look comfortable.
Interesting. But Sean, what's up, man? What do you have to say, man? Whatever you want to bring up, let me know.
Well, you were talking about touching on the Jets and Giants earlier, and I just saw a clip today from Fanatics Fest where Cam Scatabo decided to do a backflip and fell on his ass. But it's like, out of all the people who should you be doing a backflip after you broke your tibia last year?
Well, so he's not injured.
He's not injured, but I'm like, dude, that guy.
But once again, it's like I love touchdown celebrations and all that stuff. But when guys start doing cartwheels and backflips, seriously, what are you doing? Just do a normal end zone celebration. Like, don't do something that could potentially put you out for 3 weeks or a year or longer.
Or these guys in the UFC, they'll get up, they want to fight, and all of a sudden they jump up and down, and some guys will do backflips off the top of the cage. I'm like, you're a moron. Like, they're just asking for it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is also why I don't want, and this is like maybe my boomer take, I don't want NFL players playing flag football in the summertime, and then all of a sudden they sign a big contract, and then by the time you get to the fall, they're out with a torn ACL.
Oh, I agree with that. I think it was. I don't think NFL players should be playing that flag football crap.
Well, I remember back in the day when they would have players and not just NFL, anybody. You know, I mean, Mark Messier, when he was a rookie in 1979, got told, "You're going to sign this contract, and in it says you can't drive a motorcycle."
Yeah,
you know, and people bitch about that, but I look at this. Maybe it's just because I don't care about humanity, but if I'm an owner of a team, I'm paying you, and you need to perform.
Yep.
If you think your rights are being infringed on by me making these guidelines, that you don't get to take risky behavior and take it lightly, you fucking go play somewhere else.
We're giving you tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You're gonna
so much money. You're not working a full calendar year. I don't think it's too much to ask that. I'm amazed that our owners aren't telling people, hey, here's your workout regimen for the offseason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And most of these guys, they want to win, so they go and they train. But like say you had a guy who just chronically came to camp overweight and and had all the talent in the world, and I'd be like, yeah, here's the deal. You're going to make this money. This is your guy. As soon as the season ends, you and him are going to gather at least 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Or you don't get paid,
But when you want to, lately, one of the trends I've been noticing in sports, especially the basketball NBA, is these players coming out and talking about taxes like it's some sort of revelation. Like, well, I had 100, like what Odell did it a few months ago. He's like,
you did not pay taxes.
Yeah, it's like it's not
just a surprise.
So now all of a sudden you got these other players coming out, like CJ McCollum on the Blazers or on the whatever team he's on now, I forget. All these other players talking about, if I didn't know about taxes, so really my 10 million is only 5 million and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, guys,
talk to your accountant.
Yeah, and then Channing Crowder was like, listen, if you just take it and put in a high yield savings account, you're making like $300K a year, and to you that's nothing, but to the common man, like that's shit ton.
Yeah. It's just funny to me, these guys and their
they want us to have sympathy for them.
And then here's the thing: I don't hate them. I'm not mad at them for making that money, but I'm not going to feel sorry for you either.
You mean I can't just buy jewelry, like thousands of dollars of jewelry all the time?
Yeah, and it's funny because you talk to some of these guys, and I'm like, well, you're the dumbass that decided to go play in a state that has a state tax.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what,
and then they
get
taxed in like every state they play in too.
Yeah, so it's like,
I have no problem if players choose teams, and it sucks for us being in New York and New Jersey.
Yeah,
but I have no problem with players being like, yeah, I'd rather go to play for a Florida team,
Texas, Tennessee,
exactly, than go play in a New York, New Jersey, where I'm going to get taxed.
Destroyed.
I have no problem with that. But to complain about you're getting taxed and whatnot, it's like you're getting what you're getting taxed is more than I'll make in my entire life.
Exactly. Yeah.
So after taxes, you got a clean $50 million in this contract, according to Odell Beckham. You're telling me you can't make that? You can't make that work? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm supposed to feel sorry for you.
Like, stop getting bottle service at in your 40s.
It's kind of like when Metallica flipped out about Napster, and they're like, and Lars Ulrich was whining. Now, granted, I agree, illegal downloads, whatever. But at the same time, he made it out like, I'm gonna
for 10 cents a day.
I'm gonna have to move to a studio apartment because, people are stealing Enter Sandman, and you're like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's again, and I don't hate these guys for being rich, but don't act like your problems are the same as mine. It's like I always tell people with politics, when it comes to politics, if somebody has so much money that if you cut it in half, and their lifestyle wouldn't change, and they're telling you how to vote, you might want to think about whether you and them are really the same.
Yeah, where I saw Draymond Green, he was like, well, what other profession do you have where you say something wrong and all of a sudden you're fined $50,000? And it's like, dude, you make millions. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It is what it is. But
I mean, truthfully, most of us have jobs where if we said some of the stuff that they say, we would just get fired.
Yeah.
We get $0, and they're talking about crying about getting fined. Like, Okay, like, yes, $50,000 is a lot of money, obviously, but when you're making 4 or 5 million, like, okay, that's just one of the things of your job. Don't be an asshole. Like, don't get flagrant fouls, technical fouls. Just don't be an asshole. It's not hard.
Real quick, let me catch up on some of these chats because people are in here. Our Bills fan says real men cry. What's the matter? Yeah, no, it's okay to cry when like a parent or a brother or a sister or someone dies or something to that effect. It's okay in certain instances to cry, but not when you're a professional athlete and you lose a game. That's your job. That'd be like me going to my job and crying because I did something wrong and got reprimanded for it. Or so I don't know, but that's the point. That you don't cry over bullshit like that. Like that's.
I just cry when I clock in. I cry when I stop crying when I clock out.
I don't know. I feel like if we drafted a franchise quarterback and he did the same shit, you'd give him a pass.
I would definitely not. As a matter of fact, I'd be like, get him off the team.
No, you wouldn't. Not if he was a franchise.
No. One of the cringiest.
If he had the skill like Josh Allen had, you would not be like, get him off the team.
I definitely would not. I would definitely not put it over. I would make fun of it all the time.
Dude, one of the cringiest things I saw was one of these sports content creators. He's a big Knicks fan, and when they did the comeback game, he filmed himself and he starts crying. I'm like, dude, stop! Like, it's just embarrassing. Like, filming yourself watching games is bad enough, especially with all these streamers at the World Cup. But like filming yourself crying for clicks, like, bro, stop.
I don't know. I don't think filming yourself crying online in any capacity is that shit you should edit. You know what I mean? You should be able to edit that.
Dude,
out.
hold on. Let me do this crying video. Let me edit it. Do I like the filter?
Let me get this on camera. It's like,
do I look sad enough?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, it's one thing if shit happens naturally. I don't know. I don't care that much. Like I say, as a Jets fan, I cry all the time. I just don't film myself doing it.
But I just don't like it. The obsession where everyone thinks of the main character.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you look at it with all these like political people and their political views, or and it's like, oh my god, so and so, and it's like, shut up, dude. You're sitting in a fucking, and it's always in a car.
Or like I said, the main thing right now is the one thing I've seen is these streamers of the World Cup, and they're filming themselves. Like, imagine going to a sports game and filming yourself the entire time, or no, not even you filming yourself. You have a cameraman who films you. Like, go away. I'm watching sports.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, if I'm paying for a ticket, I'm sure shit not filming myself fucking watching the game. You know what I mean? I'm watching the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's interfering with other people's enjoyment of it. And
yeah, I mean, I don't talk about shit after the game or whatever, but like, I don't live stream any of that shit, or but again, I don't really live stream.
But of course, if you're filming yourself, you're gonna like make over embellish your reactions to make it like it's so fake.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I don't have the problem with Josh Allen's, meltdown at that podium. I mean, like I say, I've never been in that position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
especially when he
a game that seemed so important, and it seemed like it was, it seemed like it was their year, etc.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, I'm not a Bills fan. I'm not making excuses. I'm just not. I don't have the.
I think
disgruntledness that Mike has,
especially when he's gotten to almost so close to being at the top of the mountain. Whether you're an underdog or a favorite, and for the last 6 or 7 years, and all of a sudden, the Chiefs, he just can't get past the Chiefs, and by the time the Chiefs are not in the playoffs, he still can't do it. So I do get that part.
I really do think that there's a very good chance the Bills win the Super Bowl this year. I wouldn't be shocked if. I mean, they're still going to win the division. I love the optimism from Jets fans, but again, it's way too soon, and there's nothing. It's not time to start getting really stoked about anything yet.
When does that new state? Do they get the new stadium this fall?
Who?
The Bills?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't.
I
don't mind the Bills' business in the sense of I don't care that much about them to worry about their new stadium.
No, I mean, I just see stuff on Twitter about how like technologically advanced it is, and
I haven't seen anything. But again, that doesn't show up my algorithm because I don't really,
Well, I mean, I just see it on the news and whatnot, but it's
one of those people click on like a lot of football topics. I don't. Yeah. I click on like Jet shit, and that's about it. And the thing is like I say, dude, there's just too much going on. And
yeah, right. But also, it's going to stay outdoors because they like that quote unquote advantage of the snow and whatever. But We'll see.
That's why I thought it was so dumb when they were playing Denver, and everybody's like, "Oh, well, the winter and the weather will help the Bills, or it'll help." And I was like, first of all, it snows in Denver. Second of all,
Yeah.
it's more like it helps neither team. It doesn't give either team like a definitive advantage. I'm like, they both come from places where there's winter time. It'd be like now if they're playing Miami in Buffalo and it's dumping snow, that might be a different story. But like, come on.
Or when you see the guys who are warming up and they're not wearing a shirt on purpose, try to look tough. I'm like, guys, just stop this bullshit.
Throw something on.
Yeah.
You guys, Maddie, did you get my text?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Did you explain to everyone what happened?
Nope.
Oh, good. Perfect.
No one missed you. It was fine.
No, everyone in the Northeast knows what's going on right now. Huge storms, severe thunderstorms and winds and everything. And I lost power for like a split second, but it was long enough for it to turn off my internet. Yeah. And I had to wait for it to restart and all that. So I'm back, and hopefully if this happens again, then I'll wait till I come back and we'll end the show. But as of right now, we're going to continue as usual. So I don't know, whatever you guys were talking about, if I interrupted.
We're just talking about Twitter and the Bills and their new stadium and shit. We just kept it going.
We're just brainstorming.
Okay, well, something I want to talk about is I talked about very shortly or briefly in the open. I talked about how, in my opinion, these stadiums and these owners and all of that kind of insulted and kind of made the NFL secondary with this whole World Cup. The World Cup proved that you can have grass on all of these fields, and yet now most of the stadiums have already, like SoFi Stadium, Atlanta, Dallas, all these stadiums have already ripped out their natural grass and are putting back down turf.
Wow.
And it's like, what the fuck? It's like everyone knows that turf causes injury. You've now, the FIFA forced you to show the world that, you can put natural grass on those fields.
That's the one thing I really wish everybody would take away from this is put grass on the field. I know that it's cheaper to maintain turf, but people hate it. The athletes hate it. Like, just fucking stop with this.
My biggest takeaway is why the hell are they having the World Cup final in New Jersey and not in SoFi Stadium?
Because New Jersey's awesome. That's why.
I don't know. That stadium.
That's a popular opinion in New Jersey.
I just don't get it. SoFi looks tremendous, and even like the Texans Stadium looked pretty good too.
No, SoFi definitely looks. It is a much nicer stadium. It's actually, I actually watched. I've never actually did research on SoFi Stadium, so all I know of SoFi is that overhead shot, and then the field. So when you're watching a game, but I watched videos of people going to the World Cup and like going into the stadium and up the escalators and all that stuff, and they have palm trees and waterfalls and all this. It is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous stadium.
And how cool is that trend where they have the screen? It's kind of on the inside of the circle, and it just makes so much sense because that way you don't have to look straight up to see the score.
Well, a lot of this is not an unpopular opinion. A lot of the people I watched who went to the World Cup in SoFi and in Dallas said that the screens were actually distracting because they're watching the screen more than they're watching the action on the field. Like, if you're going to do that, then just watch at home for free.
You might as well be on your couch.
Exactly. And so I don't know how I feel about these monstrous video screens because it takes away from the experience of you watching the game on the field.
Yeah, no, I just mean in terms of it's at such a better angle as opposed to like having to look up for like the one square side.
No, yeah. Oh, well, they're please, they're gorgeous, screens.
Yeah,
in both stadiums, but
I just keep getting bigger and bigger.
I'm truly disappointed with the NFL and the NFL owners because now there's no excuse. And it's like, and even like Maddie had mentioned, I know it costs more money to maintain a turf or a natural grass field. But the problem is that the NFL makes money hand over fist. They literally have so much money.
We can't afford it.
Yeah, the bullshit. They can't afford it.
Yeah, come on.
Like, I'm not buying that for a second. Let's go back to the athletes who are complaining that they're getting taxed more than I make.
Maintaining a field is a tax write-off.
For only $50,000 a day, you can support an NFL team's field.
But that's what I mean. It's a business expense. You can write that off. If you're maintaining a field, that is 100% a business expense. You're trying to tell me you don't have an accountant who can't figure that out?
Yeah.
I like I say, it's one of those. I'm not mad about it, but I'm also. It's kind of like when I listen to it, I'm just like,
Good. It's a good day for turf toe lovers.
as Chris Rock would say, "Can we cut the shit?"
Oh, I agree with this, Dano. Dano says it's like those screens. It's like being at a concert and staring into your camera phone. How many concert footage things do you watch where everyone in the crowd is recording the same shitty video?
Yeah. It's like recording fireworks videos.
Oh my God! It's like just watch it.
I've only seen like one fireworks video ever that was impressive. I forgot where it was, but it was actually something pretty cool. But that's about it.
Can you ask Sean my question about which is more irresponsible? I'm not gonna go back and try to look through all these, Dano, but I'll go back to your original one. The original one is what's more irresponsible, Sean? Who's more irresponsible with children? Michael Jackson when he held his kid over the balcony, or Mets 2128 when he threw the kid out of the shopping cart at his job?
How old was the kid in the shopping cart?
I'm gonna guess between 4 and 8.
Well, I mean, in terms of like losing, like you're potentially losing your job and stuff, like that's the riskier part. But in terms of just the actual sheer, like, okay, this kid's above. How high was he in the air at that point? You know, how many stories up? I got to go with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was definitely at least 2 or 3 stories up. It's pretty bad.
But in terms of losing your livelihood potentially, okay, that is pretty. Michael Jackson. He had a lot of money at that time.
Scott says, "What's more irresponsible, giving Dano a microphone or letting Stevie Wonder doctor?"
Stevie Wonder doctor is like surgeon, or
yeah, I guess he means like being a performing whatever. I'm gonna be nice to Dano on this one, Scott, and say it's probably Stevie Wonder with a scalpel. I would not trust that at all. Tori, our Bills fan, says Bills' new stadium design is that of a soccer stadium in England. State of the art, internet gambling at your seat. Go figure.
Yes, I can lose my livelihood, all my money at my seat.
Yeah, you can not only pay for the overpriced tickets, but then whatever money you have left over, you can lose in gambling at your seat.
Exciting! I can just become emotional devastation at my seat.
I just hate the fucking.
I think they have some sort of like heating system or something. It's going to be crazy. So like,
I'd like to ask Tori what he thinks. Clearly he likes what the stadium looks like, but my question to him is, are you okay with the ridiculous ticket prices that are now there at the Highmark Stadium?
Yeah, I haven't seen what their ticket prices are like. I was just thinking
we're going to charge you this much, and you're going to shovel our stadium. Thank you.
Yeah, well, they had to have fixed that, right?
I don't know. Are they going to give them bill shovels?
No, I mean, like the new stadium has to have something to prevent a foot of snow.
All I know is they're going to have some sort of heating system under the field that will keep, make it easier to keep the snow melted.
That's kind of cool. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. But yeah, no, it is what it is, and bad to final that out. NFL, get your shit together. The World Cup proved that you can have grass on your fields. Let's get it done. It's finally closed. Maddie, Gino is officially cleared. They closed that whole case, so we don't have to say any more about that because it's been beaten to death, and we kind of assumed that it would end that way.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't seem to have any traction.
And and I mean that's that. What I would like to do, I know Maddie's running on empty here.
Yeah, I'm about to take off here, guys.
How much time do you got? Do you want to do one of the conferences with me?
30 seconds.
Say it again.
I'll do it real fast.
Okay, then I'll do the one where I have like literally no problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, the last couple shows, I put up my favorite professional football helmets that were not NFL helmets. And I gave you like 7 of them. And then on Monday, I showed them to Maddie. And what was that kid's name? Well, the Browns fan. Maddie, do you remember?
I forget his name. I know who you mean. I forget his name though.
Yeah, and I gave them to you guys, and you guys liked a lot of them. Some you had a problem with, but you and him were more supportive of my choices than the chat was on Saturday night. I will say that. But so now tonight, a lot of you were saying do college football. College football is huge. It's like hundreds of teams. So I looked at it. I said, give me all the conferences in college football. And I literally like put my finger down like this and just hit 2 of them. And I got the SEC and the Big Ten. And we're going to start off with Maddie with the Big Ten. And here's why.
All right.
I have a picture of all the helmets.
The Big Ten, which is hilarious.
Well, exactly. I think that's hilarious too. But when I looked at this, I literally looked at it and said, there's not a bad helmet here. I like all of these helmets. And not only that, with the SEC, I was able to pick out 5 of the SEC helmets that I thought were a B or C, as opposed to all the other ones being an A. All of these that I'm about to show you in the Big Ten, in my opinion, are either an A or a B plus at worst. Like, I had no problem. So how can I rank them? But here they are. This is the Big Ten. I challenge you to tell me one that sucks. Is there anyone that sticks out to you that sucks?
I don't really hate any of them. I mean,
No.
the ones with
I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm not crazy about the Rutgers, really.
I actually like Rutgers.
Yeah, I like the Rutgers one. The thing is that I'm a fan of simplistic helmets, okay? So when you go through these and you look at the first one, it's Illinois, just the I. Then you have, I'm just doing the ones, then you have Minnesota, just the M. You have the N for Nebraska. You have the P, Purdue. You have the R, Rutgers. And then you have the W's for Wisconsin and Wyoming. And to me, all of and Northwestern. You have the purple Northwestern, and I love that logo too.
And Iowa is just a simple design, it's not crazy. It's not like Florida State where they have all that shit all over their helmets and shit. Is just, I think it's a little gaudy.
Well, no, are you talking about the stickers?
Yeah.
Well, I think some like Michigan does that. I think there's a few teams here. I think maybe Penn State does that. These are just the clean helmets. Like there's
they look good. I actually really like Rutgers anyways. I like Rutgers as a team. I root for Rutgers, but
I think if I had to pick my favorites of this, now once again, I like Penn State. I always grew up kind of as Penn State is one of the top 5 teams I would watch. But a plain white helmet is what it is. It's classic. But I wouldn't say for it to be like for me to say, hell yeah, that's a badass helmet. It has to have something on it. And if I have to look at these, the ones that jump out to me are Minnesota, because I love that M, more in hockey though, but still,
right.
That Minnesota M is just legendary. I love the Northwestern, and it's once again, it's my thing is the purple. It's like I love the purple. And Rutgers, I really like Rutgers.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they are all very clean. I mean, even the Terps, it's like it's not gaudy. It doesn't look. I don't know. It doesn't annoy me.
I like the green for the Michigan State.
Yeah,
like that shade of dark green, and then also I'm a fan of the Oregon one, and then the third one would be probably the Indiana. That with that shade of the kind of chrome look.
Well, I was going to say Oregon. Yes, I like Oregon. I like that with the O, and I also like when they have the duck feathers.
Yeah, so, yeah. I think the one thing I'd say Oregon, sometimes there is too many like alternate uniforms, not just them, but other teams. NBA does it too. Sometimes there's just too many. It's like, kind of got to trim them down.
Yeah, I don't think a team should have. Well, I think you only need one helmet. That's first and foremost. But I will say at the most 2.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
But regardless, I do want to go into the comments section and see what people are saying about these helmets. And we'll see. Hold on. Let's get back to the top here. Oh, wow. Okay. Good amount of comments came in about these. Tori answered our question. Tickets are ridiculous. You're right. But they sold every PSL.
I believe it. I'm violently opposed to PSLs, dude.
They've sold every pumpkin spice latte.
But
come on, yeah. Henry Rollins bought them.
All right, I gotta go. You guys have fun. I will talk to you guys later. See you guys Monday night. I hope everybody has a good rest of your weekend. Hope your power stays on. And
same here.
Yeah, I lost mine briefly earlier, but it's not even that bad here.
The weather's nuts out there, man. It's all
we got. Rain, but it went away.
Shit, it's 8:00 at night and it's still 90 degrees.
8:00.
But anyways, all right, boys. We'll have fun. Be good, and I will talk to you later.
Have a good one, Maddie. Yeah, let me rip through some of these. And Dano knows immediately. This comment came in before I pulled it up. Prerequisite purple in color. Yes, I love purple helmets and purple uniforms. I actually got rid of them after I did them, Sean.
That's
But
why Mike's secretly a Vikings fan.
I love the Vikings helmet.
Mhm.
I do. I love it. But a lot of when I did the previous one, which was professional football helmets that are not the NFL that I love, there was like 3 out of the 7 were purple, and people were, like real. But look at my background, and my old show, The Midnight Jury. It was purple. Like I
love that like Crown Royal kind of purple or that Cadbury purple.
Well, when you get a chance, speaking of Crown Royal, look up the Arena. Was it the Arena Football League? I think it was the Arena Football League. Let me just hold on. Oh, here it is. The Alliance of American Football. Look up look at the Atlanta Legends. Now that you mentioned Crown Royal,
was that back in was that like 2013-ish?
No, it was like 2019, 2020.
Okay, I remember because I remember at one point they were making some sort of league where it's gonna be like, I don't know, 7-on-7 and.
No, this was a regular league that when the XFL was talking about coming back, they jumped the gun and did it like a season before the XFL. So it was probably 2019.
Okay,
and it was only teams pretty much in the deep South because it was a deep winter league. It came on right after the NFL, and so they wanted to have places that wouldn't be as frigid temperature, and it was called the Alliance of American Football. And the Atlanta Legends they have a gold face mask, a purple helmet, and a gold crown, and that's their logo.
And some of these teams, non-NFL teams, have really cool branding that they could looks better than a lot of NFL teams and other ones.
Oh, poor Maddie has to go. Mike was in heaven with all those choices. Are you talking about when I did the other ones? Yeah, I loved it. Scott Foster says Penn State, and once again, very plain but legendary. Go Michigan Wolverines. It's a cool helmet. Not my favorite of the group, but definitely a cool helmet. Penn State sucks. Valerie likes UCLA. I like UCLA too. It's just once again, it's just that logo it's been around it's been around my whole life. Nebraska font is cheeks. Yeah, it's a plain N, but it's like when you see it, that you're like, that's Nebraska.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, like I said, the one that just stood out, I know you guys liked it, but to me, just Rutgers is, I don't know, just too basic for me.
Well, then wouldn't Nebraska be even more basic because the font is just literally like Arial to capital? And
True. I don't know what it is, but Nebraska. I don't have any strong I'm not like, oh man, I love Nebraska's helmet.
No, but hold on. Let's just go back here real quick.
Okay, true. The R is a little more powerful.
Well, yeah, I mean, but and is it any different than Purdue?
Purdue's in italics, but no, I like Purdue's actually a lot more though.
I mean, because to me, Purdue, Rutgers, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and Illinois, that first one, they're all just kind of the same. And same,
like you said, I like that Minnesota one. I like how I like how that Wisconsin one fits the helmet really well.
Yes, it does. It curves with the helmet.
Same with the Hawkeye.
But the Nebraska N is the most standard N you could ever put on a helmet. There's nothing.
That's it's like not even what is a Arial font or whatever it is, like narrowed.
It looks to me like Arial, and that's it, and capital.
I think the Terps one could be a little better. I don't know why.
I would say if I had to put pick a bottom 3, the Terps one would be there.
It's like, oh, Terps.
But I like all these. Once again, I don't want to put any of them down. But if I had to, gun to my head, pick a bottom 3, the Terps would probably be in there.
100% for me.
But once again, I'd have to really think about it because I like all those helmets.
Yeah.
Are you scared I'm going to have a power outage? Because then it's just going to be you.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to rip like 20 minutes of Angel Reese hate
WNBA content.
WWE, WNBA. I think the Saturday Night's main event is on tonight. There's UFC on tonight. There's a lot of everything on tonight.
When did Minnesota go to a white helmet? They have a maroon one also.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these teams have different helmets. It's just that was the picture I could find with all of them in one.
I think UCLA. I think at one point I did like when they went to they called it like Hollywood Knights or something like that. It was like a black kind of helmet and uniform.
Oh, I'd like to see that. I don't remember that, but I'd like to see it.
I'm trying to recall. I remember them doing it, and then the Lakers did something like that, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Scott Foster says Oregon #1, and that's because he's a Ducks fan. But
I mean, it's hard to argue. Yeah,
hold on. Let me ask Scott. Do you like the O helmet better or the one with the wings? So let me know that. But what were you saying, Sean?
No, it's got a pleasant look regardless of fan base. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. Ali channel member comes in, says best UCLA, worse Nebraska. They could have picked something other than Arial Narrow. Yeah,
they should have done the N in lowercase Times New Roman. Holy shit, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be very strange. Had the little wingtips on the engine.
Yeah, just Nebraska.
Interesting note on the Oregon helmet: the O is shaped like the stadium, while the inside of the O is shaped like the field.
Oh wow, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that is interesting.
Actually, no. I think Nebraska should do Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. No, that's a worse thought. All right, let me take a look at this. I mean, it's still an O, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like that, Scott. Good. All right. Typically, I don't mind a narrow areola, but yeah, Nebraska stinks. Oregon should have gone with a duck logo. Well, they have
they have that old school one.
Didn't they have like a duck face logo that kind of looked like the Baltimore Orioles logo? But
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it had a little anger to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine if they somehow did an alternate that kind of partnered up with the Mighty Ducks.
I don't know how Oregon fans would feel about that, but because I'm a fan of the Mighty Ducks, I'd be for that all day.
Yeah, that'd be
like
pretty sweet.
It. I hate USC, but I like the helmet. Are you guys seriously talking about the all-time classic Michigan lid? What do you mean by that? We talked about it. I said I enjoy it. It's not one of my favorites, but it's definitely in that group. But it's definitely not one of my least favorites. I think it's a cool helmet.
Michigan, it's in the middle for me.
Yeah. Somewhere in the middle. UCLA is the worst. Weren't you earlier saying that you liked UCLA? I thought you said you liked UCLA. Now I'm confused.
So, Mike, what was the other conference?
The SEC.
Ooh, that'd be a fun one.
We'll get to that in 1 second. I just want to try to catch up on some of these. Big O on the side of your head. Might as well rename yourself the Cum Catchers. The Big O. Come on.
Catching something.
I'm with Ali. The UCLA cursive goes hard. And the colors. I like the baby blue with the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's nice. Cousin Kenny says Iowa, Michigan, great helmets.
Iowa for sure.
There you go. Some support from Scott.
Hey, Scott, thank you.
Yeah, do have a great uniform. Unfortunately, they have a quarterback that can't ride a roller coaster.
But can also throw better than J.J. McCarthy.
We'll see. Fun fact, that design, Michigan, was designed in order to kind of cheat. The maze was easy to see wide receivers at dusk. I mean, and that's a problem I have with the Jets helmet being green. I've never, or even the top and the helmet being green, because I've always thought, like, on a football field, it's the color of a football field. It's not even like super dark Eagles green. It's like it's as green as the grass or turf on the football field.
I've always liked the Jets green.
No, I love the uniform. Mm-hmm. But when think about being a quarterback trying to
like the logistical part of it, yeah.
He's in camouflage.
Yeah, exactly. That's like getting a green. It's like getting a green golf ball.
Yeah, and then even what other color do the Jets wear on their uniform with the green uniform? The color white, the same color as the sideline and all the stripes on the field. So it's literally they're running around in camouflage.
Yeah,
like that's one of our weaknesses.
One of my all-time.
That's why we've been so bad so long, Scott. It's all because of our colors. So that's our excuse.
One time, one of my favorite alternates is that remember when Notre Dame played at Yankee Stadium.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And they had that like smoky blue. It was really, or smoky blue or gray. It was really cool.
I remember them
The
playing.
jerseys.
I'm not remembering the jerseys though.
Yeah, they were like like I said, the best way I can describe it's like it looked kind of like a grayish blue, and to me it looked just really different but really cool.
Okay. Let's see. Initially, UM had stitched footballs on their jersey, also kind of cheat. I don't understand that.
Unless it's trying to say like, oh, they think they have the football, but how big are those footballs they're stitching on their jerseys?
I don't know. But our new Bills fan, Tori in the house says, in case you haven't heard, the NFL partnered with bookmakers. Bill got hosed in Denver with the Cooks incompletion. Very next day, same exact play was a reception. Anyone gambling on the NFL is nuts. Well, I don't gamble, but my boy here, Sean likes to do like parlays and all that stuff. Do you ever bet on the NFL other than parlays?
Not really. No, I just, because it's not really for me. Like, yeah, I just do like I'll do a Vikings one for sure every game. Last year it was ridiculous thinking that I was always thinking, okay, Justin Jefferson has to get 100 yards at some point, right? And it was like almost like having a healthy scratch in fantasy because every time he played, they just could not get the ball to him. So that was definitely a leg that almost never hit last year, despite him getting 1,000 yards regardless. I usually try to do like one where for like the day where it's like 5 guys that get touchdowns all together. And that's you think it's easy to do. And it's just, there's always one guy who fucks it up.
Scott says the Penn State one was for ones I don't like. Okay, fair enough. I like it, but it's just too plain. I like simple.
Yeah.
I like simple. And here's what Kenny says. He says Wisconsin, Washington, Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers, boring. To me, that's clean. So you say boring, I say clean. Just like you say charred, I say burnt. Okay, when it comes to pizza.
And hot dogs. Did you see? I saw a clip recently of Paul Skeens looking at various hot dog rollers. Like they had like a small one, they had a bigger one, and he had one where he looked at it speechless for 15 seconds because he was so impressed.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read some of these comments, but my eyes aren't doing me any justice tonight. I'm gonna have to move this screen closer to me somehow.
Oregon, where Animal House was filmed.
Oh yeah, no, I see that. Yes, if I bring it up on
okay.
the actual screen, I can see it. But I try to go through the comment section because if people are having conversations between themselves, I usually don't bring those up because they're just talking amongst themselves. But I try. Yeah, I just trying to figure it out. One day rank all the Oregon variants. There's about 97. That's a lot. That's a little too much.
Even more if you combine them in various combinations.
All right, guys, I'm going to just scroll down. We're going to get back. Oh, there you go. I love these. Bills Mafia, trans flag, gay flag, gay flag. I'm going to get back. And now we're going to do the SEC. Okay, so we did the Big Ten, and I liked all of them. Now, when it comes to the SEC, I pretty much like all of them. But there's a few that I could say, okay, that's like a C.
I feel like I'm going to like the SEC a lot more than Big Ten.
Okay, well, let's get to it. First, I'll show you the one with all of them. And then I have the individual ones that if I had to rank 5 of the worst, they would be the 5 of the worst. So here we go. This is the SEC. And once again, when I pulled this up, I was like, damn, those are all pretty fucking good.
I mean, Vanderbilt's got that clean V. That sounds wrong.
I love that. Yeah, and I love the color, like the color scheme on the Vanderbilt. I love the Tennessee Volunteers, like the big T, the orange. Every time I go to Tennessee every summer, I look for I don't want an orange shirt because I sweat. So I don't want, So I always look for a really cool black shirt with just the T or Tennessee with the T below it, just simple and orange. I can never find them. And this is going to be our last trip down. Next summer, we're going to do something different. So I sure hope I can find one of those Tennessee Volunteer shirts.
I think my favorite one's got to be Auburn for sure. That crisp orange contrasted with the blue and just a nice clean look.
I mean, I love I love the UCLA logo and helmet. Look at the Gators where it says it's just that script Gators. I like that. An Old Miss.
Because I remember the Gators, like they kind of did that thing that the Chargers and the Bills did, where they took that look of the '60s and brought it back and made it like clean, make it like present again.
And then who does it? I mean, the Alabama, where it just has the number on the side with the maroon.
I think my least favorite's by South Carolina because the Gamecock is kind of hard to make out and it's just kind of busy.
And then, Oklahoma, I love it.
I like the state, like Mississippi States with the nice clean state flag on it, and you can't go wrong with Georgia. Georgia's pretty iconic.
Yeah, although once again, it's like the Georgia and the Packers. They're very they're simple, but a little like the shape isn't as tough. Like I think like the Kentucky looks tougher than the Georgia Bulldogs. It's just a better font. To me, I like the more direct cleanliness of of Georgia. UK, it's okay. So let me show you guys before I get to your comments. Let me show you guys each of all of these helmets. I chose 5 that I thought were the worst of the bunch, even though I don't think any of these are necessarily bad. So take a quick look. Which 5 did Midnight Mike say that he thought were the worst of what is the kind of the best? They're all pretty much great helmets. But here we go. So the first one is one that Sean brought up that I think you said you liked.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is my favorite of the 5 that I put at the bottom. Right there. So,
I think the one thing it could do better is the M kind of, maybe if the M was a different color, it could stand out a little more.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I feel like I'd have to see it.
If they made I don't know what they could do, but because they only have that's their colors, white and red. But a lot of teams will have like a third color they use.
Once again, I don't even necessarily have a problem with this helmet. Just of the SEC, this was one of my bottom 5, and once again, not a bad helmet. I'd probably give this like a B- or a C+. So once again, that just my thoughts. Yeah. That's one of them.
Okay.
The next one.
I was going to say Missouri for you.
Yeah. The Missouri Tigers. Once again, I don't have a problem with this helmet necessarily, but I like more cleaner helmets and from a distance.
It's hard to make out what it is from a distance.
Correct. So that's the only reason. But then when you look at it up close and like this picture, you're like, oh, that's a pretty cool like tiger. That looks pretty tough. But it is what it is, and that was one of my.
The secret to a great logo especially with an animal, is you have to make it look like nice and clean. Whenever you try to go too realistic with it, usually that takes away from it. Remember when the Orioles in like the late to early '90s went to that realistic Oriole, and it looked so cool. Oh, I hated it.
I like the cartoon Oriole.
Oh, and I'm like, I just told them for years to bring it back, and I forgot what year it was. Maybe was it 2015 when they brought it back?
Well, another thing is like, have you seen the updated like Yukon Huskies logo?
Not lately. Is it how updated? Like the last few years?
Yeah. Well, they used to have a very realistic looking husky.
Oh, the white one.
Then they moved to a very simplistic, more cartoon, but still looks tough husky.
This one has like red eyes, right?
Yeah, it's so much improved.
Yeah,
so much.
Yeah, and it's like the other one wasn't as direct on. This is like straight on. You know who has a really good logo that no one talks about?
What's that?
Arkansas State.
Hold on. I'm gonna actually try to pull it up just so I'm not.
Just take a wild guess what the mascot is.
Bill Clinton.
That's a good one. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh, where it says state with the A?
No, I thought they have one of like they used to have like an Arkansas State wolf, the wolf logo.
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty good. Yeah,
one time I chose them as my team in the NCAA because I thought it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I have no problem with that because it's a more simple wolf than actually having a picture of a wolf.
Yeah, and like the all black uniforms, all black helmets, pretty cool.
And I feel like I'm blue balling people. So what I'm gonna do is just try to bring it up for you guys. We'll view image, and then we'll go to StreamYard Studio.
It's just very
Just
basic.
for those of you who aren't, I haven't shared my screen in so long. I'm almost forgetting how to do it. Let me see. Okay, good.
Have
I
you
got it.
tried turning it on and off again?
There you go. That's what he's talking about, folks.
Yeah, I just think it's just, I don't know, it's pretty aggressive looking wolf. It's pretty badass and very symmetrical.
Yeah, and I like that. Like, once again, let me see if I can actually, now that we're here, let me see if I can pull up.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you could
try to,
easily, yeah.
just to show people exactly what I'm talking about.
They could make that into a mask for the fans.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
There you go.
No, I just wanted to show people here. So,
Yeah.
Oh wow, it already popped up. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to go to it in order for you to. Okay,
Yeah. The old one looked like, hey, I'm a good boy, and the new one's like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
yeah, and it's simpler, it's cleaner. So that's what I'm talking about. So that's what me and Sean are discussing, just animal logos, and perfect, almost a perfect example. The third one on my bottom 5, once again, I think all these helmets are great. I really do, but it's hard to see and it's a little too detailed. LSU Tigers.
Yeah, I think that they could choose, if they went with a new tiger, kind of like what UConn did with the wolf, or the husky. I think that they'd be better off.
And I like the yellow helmet more, but this is the one that I was able to just grab easily. And sometimes it's hard to take images. They won't let you download them because they're copyright protected.
Yeah,
and I did it in the time I had.
Well, that tiger is just too round.
It's too round and too detailed to be able to see it from the stands. When you see that, it'll just look like a blob.
And I will say though, they have the best 50-yard line logo in sports, where they have the tiger's eye, and it's just kind of peering through the field.
That's cool. That's cool. And then the final two. This is one actually that I think you mentioned that you also weren't too hot on. The Gamecocks. It's too much.
It's too busy. It's I like this. The C. The C is nice and clean looking, but the Gamecock itself, it's just what you cannot tell what the hell that looks like.
And this is a college that has such a great marketing strategy. When I was a little kid, I remember seeing people wearing the hats that said Cox, and I was like, yo, they're wearing a hat that says Cox. Like, whoa, like that's cool. And then I realized that's a college, and it's whatever. So they have this great marketing strategy and whatever. But then you get this logo on the helmet. I would say just take the Gamecock completely out and just leave the C and maybe make the C that reddish color.
Yeah, you could do. Or well, then it kind of would look a little too much like Colgate.
Oh, you're right. Oh no. Colgate has like a whoosh, like a.
Is it?
Yeah, the Colgate C is like a DoorDash D. It's like a very like swoopy logo.
Maybe it's. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What? I thought there's a school. I don't know. I thought there's a school that has like C like that. But anyway, yeah, definitely you'd have to make the C more dynamic with some red.
Yeah, but you're right. The Gamecock in the middle is too much.
Put like SCU, make it like kind of like the ATM, the Texas A&M logo. Do something with the letters.
The last one, in my bottom 5, once again, like all of them, but these were the bottom 5 that I would have to give a bottom 5. Is Arkansas.
It's boring.
It's not bad.
The shape is nice, like how it fits the helmet.
Yeah,
but it's not great.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But those are my bottom 5 of a group that, and once again, when it came to the Big Ten,
yeah,
I couldn't even pick up. It would have taken me too long to pick a bottom 5 and too long to pick a top 5. It's just, to me, these are all between A and A minus B plus. It's like it's so close.
But when it comes to the SEC, for me, like I said, Auburn just far and away.
Yeah, Auburn is nice. Auburn and Vanderbilt are so clean.
Yeah, those are probably my 2 favorites for sure.
But hell, like I said, even Tennessee and even the Longhorns, that is what I'm talking about. It's just a simple, like you could see that from the crowd.
You know,
and it
that's
doesn't have it doesn't have a bunch of like design. It doesn't have eyes. It doesn't have ear holes. It doesn't have it's just the shadow of the Longhorn.
I think my 3 favorite are Auburn, Vanderbilt, and Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss and Gators and UCLA. Like
Gators I think just out there. They're probably number 4 for me.
I love that old school script on the helmets. Like that's just a time gone by. But anyway, God, geez, a lot of comments, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope everybody has hit the thumbs up button. But let me see if I can try to rip through some of these. And it's hard because I can't even find the top. Well, let's just start here. I've always loved Texas. Oh, we just talked about that. Alabama, boring. Boomer Sooner all day. Oklahoma, I assume, yeah. South Carolina guy. Missouri, ugly. Dano going off topic. That's fine. Bills fans have endured a lot. I can't imagine having to clean your team's stadium of snow. I agree with that. That's insane.
Minnesota's like, yeah, we'll stay indoors.
And I don't even think they get like you. I don't even know if that entitles you to a ticket. All it does is I think they just pay you some money, which is fine.
And if I were that, I'd pay them and also give them free food and concessions.
Good night, Jets fans. You'll be playing for the first pick in November. We know you don't have to put the laughing face. We're well aware of that. As a matter of fact, I think we're counting on that.
Yeah, that's right. You can't shame us. We shame ourselves.
Exactly. Well, Matty always says that. There's nothing any other fan of any other team could say to a Jets fan that we haven't said to ourselves and to each other.
Yeah.
It's like somebody like last week brought up the butt fumble to like try to get my, goat, or get my go. Watch it on YouTube. But if that's the butt fumble, like there's so many more embarrassing things the Jets have done. Like that's not even like that to me. That's like number 10. Like, look at Jets history. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Geno Smith got knocked out by one of his teammates and broke his jaw and when he was going in to be the starting quarterback for us like 15 years ago. And the joke continues. He's now our starting quarterback 15 years later. Like the Jets are a boatload of embarrassment.
Like, Geno, just do your best, which means we're going to get the number 1 pick.
Better not say LSU for worst. Well, it was on my bottom 5. So Brian did later in the comments is probably going to be pissed off. The Red Wolves.
I love them.
Mike, just stay at the bottom of the chat after Maddie leaves. You're late there. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but when we go a couple minutes and then all of a sudden I look and there's like 50 comments, I want to make sure I get, something. Get to what's going on here. Some kind of subliminal something in that wolf. She's talking about the red wolf.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool, like, empty space middle, like empty areas they have in the logo.
Mike got me wanting to Google UConn swim team pick 2. Was there some sort of controversy with the UConn swim team? Was it a dude on the team?
That was the Penn University of University of Pennsylvania or something.
Yeah. Just
Actually,
drop the Tiger. LSU is all you need.
I had one of my tweets from Caitlin about Caitlin Clark got all I said was she's the face of women's basketball, and it got about almost 100,000 views, over 6,000 likes, and Riley Gaines actually liked it.
Oh wow, I know Riley Gaines. She lost out on medals.
Yeah,
I know who she is. I love the matte finishes nowadays.
Yeah, me too.
I do too, but I also I like the chrome.
I used to want like a matte finish for my car until I found out you have to hand wash them.
Really?
No. Yeah, you can't take those to the car wash or it'll destroy it.
I mean, I don't take my car to the car wash anyway, so
I'm a lazy.
I like when people write, "I need to be cleaned" in the dirt on my car.
Yeah.
When you go into a parking lot, you come back to your car, and someone wrote "clean me" on the back.
Or
windshield.
like Epstein didn't do it.
Yeah. No, I never let my cars get that bad. My wife does take the car to the car wash every now and then, but for me, if I need my car washed, I spray it down.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard to clean your car.
Count
What the
me in
fuck
as a lazy
animal
bum.
that doesn't even look like a bird? What is he talking about?
Probably the gamecock. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
look like
okay.
it doesn't look like a game or a cock. What is it?
They should just put a cock on their helmet.
A very phallic looking bird.
I like Arkansas, although I'd make the Razorback just a little bit bigger.
And something more substantial, something more definitive. It's kind of gets lost.
Longhorn's my favorite. How long before we see a transparent helmet like bowling balls with the oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. They do make transparent bowling balls with like something in the middle. They definitely have the material to make a transparent helmet, but would that be attractive? It wouldn't look right because
Nah.
you'd have all the padding, so
Yeah.
that would block out most of it.
Yeah, it's no, not
And
for
then,
me.
do you really want to see the player's ear?
Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool.
I mean, that's like all you'd see because the padding is everywhere else, but then you'd randomly see an ear. Mike, the reason he was talking about the UConn swim team is because it was in your Google history when you tried to Google UConn logo. That was not in my Google history. That probably came up when I put in UConn. I don't think I've ever Googled.
His wallpaper is the men's UConn swim team.
Oh yeah, look at that. UConn. Look. Oh, and it is in my search. What's
the story about that?
I don't know. I'm going to click on it. Can you see it?
I can't see shit. No, I just see us in the background.
Oh, okay. It did look like it was Googled by me, but I don't know why I would Google it. And then I go to Google Swim. I Googled UConn swim team picture, and
it's a bunch of dudes.
I'm going to go to images. They all just look like standard UConn. Here, I'll share the screen. Hold on. Yeah, this is what I got. So I Googled it. I hit images, and every picture just looks like standard swimming.
But when you go to news, there's nothing substantial. I've never heard any news stories about it.
No, nothing there. I'll go to news. I don't see anything.
No,
that's weird. I wonder. First off, if I Googled that, it was probably on this show because somebody said something about it. Because I don't think I've Googled UConn anything ever. Like I think when I just Googled in my memory, when I just Googled the new and old Huskies logo, that was the first time I ever Googled anything UConn because I don't give a crap about UConn. And I probably should because I'm in Connecticut. Like everyone here, man, they love UConn.
I mean, they almost were this close to being like 3-time champions in a row. Back to back is good enough. I mean, how do you, to repeat with different sets of players, man, in the NIL era? I mean, good for him.
Yeah, I mean, in college basketball is probably one of the hardest things to repeat in. Like because even if you're a great team both years,
yeah,
a tournament, a single elimination tournament, is one of the hardest things. Like even the World Cup,
6 games, you have to win 6 games in a row.
Yeah, like anything can happen. Like every year you see upsets in the March Madness tournament. You see crazy upsets.
Yeah,
anything can happen. So to get through that twice,
I'm honestly not excited about hearing about 76 teams. I'm like, at some point that's too much. It's like you have to keep the novel aspect of it. And what is that going to equate to? Like an extra weekend of basketball? I don't know. I feel like at some point, you know, what are they going to expand it to 90 teams? Like, come on.
Yeah, see, cousin Kenny is from is a Connecticut local. Not anymore, but he lived there his whole life. So it's go Huskies, of course. Everyone loves the friggin' Huskies. I don't get it. And Troublemaker is in the house. Hey there, everyone. What's up, buddy? But call in and vent Rashad. Rashad is apparently mad in the comments section.
Oh.
He wrote, I'm pissed tonight. I'm pissed tonight. I'm pissed tonight. He's written it like 3 times, 4
what
times.
Happened tonight? Nothing in the sports world's really happened tonight. I mean, there's things going on, but nothing controversial that I can remember.
Yeah, Rashad, why are you pissed off?
Yeah, Rashad, tell us what's going on, man. This is safe space.
I like the Washington Huskies. Okay. Oh, was it Tori who pissed off Rashad? The Bills fan, maybe, possibly. Yes, it's because they are the only professional team in Connecticut. I mean,
the funny part too, that WNBA team, the Sun, they're actually moving to Houston next year, and they're going to revive the Comets franchise.
Nobody knows who the Connecticut Sun are.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's the sun is setting, and no one even knew it.
Yeah, it's very rare, Dano, that I'm actually caught up in the live chat. So it's good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Oh, here we go. Does ESPN drop the Jets and Giants and replace them with the Bills? Now Bills Mafia and Buffalo saying they're the only New York team. Once again, the Jets weren't on ESPN New York. They are on 104. The past 2 years, I believe, they have moved to 104.3 Classic Rock in New York City. Okay, that's the home of the New York Jets. I don't know about the Giants, but I'm almost positive that ESPN did not broadcast the Jets games, because why would 104.3 pay to have the Jets if ESPN New York is broadcasting the Jets? That's stupid. So I don't think, but once again, Buffalo fans know they're Canadian. They know nobody in New York considers. That's why they always say it. The reason they always say, we're the only New York team, we're the only New York team, oh, where do you play? Is because of it's like a Napoleon complex. They're the little brother. They're the little short guy who wants to be taken seriously. And I'm sorry, Buffalo, short, New York City, even though we're across the river, much bigger. And once again, I'm a Jersey guy. I have no problem if the Jets and Giants are called the New Jersey Jets or the Jersey Giants. No problem. So you're not going to get me on that. But they play closer to Manhattan than the Bills play to Buffalo.
Yeah.
The Bills, if you actually do the math and look at the mileage from Highmark Stadium to the center of Buffalo, as opposed to MetLife Stadium to the center of Manhattan, the Jets, same with Foxborough. They play further from Boston. It's just that river that separates, just the Hudson that separates where the Jets and Giants play from New York City, the biggest city in the country.
We need to get Matt a shirt that says MetLife Stadium.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I need to design that.
Well, it'd have to look like the MetLife Stadium. So it'd have to have like that outer air conditioning kind of thing, like that looks like the stadium. And then at the top, say MetLife Stadium.
Exactly.
Matty Life Stadium.
We'll get it for you, Matt. Trust me.
It's the no more fucks to give, Rashad. Yeah, and we're going to get out of here soon. So I'm glad I didn't have to go on another tirade. If you want to see my tirade at the beginning, feel free. I came on 15 minutes early tonight before Maddie came on, just so that I could get some shit off my chest about all the shit talking that goes on that people, some know, some don't know. But for the past year and a half, been getting constant people telling me, oh, these people are shit talking you. Oh, these people bought on what your third co-host said, and now they're saying this shit about you. Oh, they're doxing you over here, and this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, look, they can go fuck themselves at this point. Maddie kept me quiet and was like, dude, no, sell it, whatever, for a year and a half. And, and at this point, it's because it was Maddie who came to me about something else, about some jabron who fucking was doxing me on Jake Asman's show or someone's show or whatever. And he was talking all this shit and saying shit that I said about someone else that I didn't say at all. And I know exactly what was sent to them from my third co-host, because my third co-host was actually the one threatening to kick the shit out of these people. And then me and Maddie would rile them up in texts or on our group chat or our group calls and be like, hey man, you're going to go kick his ass? Do you want me to go kick his ass? I'll go find where he lives and kick his ass. It was just to get him riled up. And then that co-host took that shit and sent it out to people when he realized that we didn't necessarily need him, but he was still welcome on the show. I have the text to prove it. But regardless, I said all this at the top of the show. I have
anxiety, so I have too many fucks to give.
Oh, okay. There you go. We can find more fucks. Please do.
We can find more. We're Googling fucks. Please don't.
Latina pussy isn't going to slay itself. Show yourself, king. Hey, Jay. I had the worst luck with Jay tonight. He was on earlier, but he came on super early during my rant. And then I bring Maddie on, and me and Maddie talk for a little while. And before I could get through that and bring him on, he had dropped out. Then he messaged us that he was in the shower and he'll call when he gets out. And when he finally called back in, I had just brought on Sean, and I started having all my internet issues, and my power went out and all that. And then by the time I got my power, back and came back on and tried to see, I think he was either gone or he had just popped off. I don't know. But Jay, I'm so sorry if you're watching or you hear this. Hey, don't make fun of Torrey. He's just a Bills fan. I mean, that does make him a dipshit, but they one day they'll have a Super Bowl. Hopefully for them. I officially met Chris B last night in hour 3. It was absolutely life-changing. Hour 3 of what? Your show? You went 3 hours? Holy shit. In the off season, I can't go. I go like an hour and a half, if we're lucky. And then I think last Saturday I ended up going 2.
That's why it's like, when you get these radio shows that go 3-4 hours. And, I mean, that's definitely a skill to be able to talk that long and be, get people tuning in.
Well, that's usually the show that I won't watch, but I'll put it on and then put it in my headset and work when I work.
Yeah.
Those long 2, 3, 4 hour shows. I always try to catch them and do what I can, but
yeah.
He's never going to be back, Val. Maddie owned the shit out of him, kind of put the final nail in the coffin, and I kind of let my thing go on that. And I just wanted to stop pretending, So I eat gummies. I don't give a shit. Yeah, man. My, I won't even dox that. I have a family member who makes gummies, which is pretty cool, and gives them away for free.
Do they make sour weed gummies?
Sour? Probably.
Sour marijuana gummies?
Yeah. I would bet so. I've only bought them a few times. The family member that I have who makes them, they're just standard, but I've bought them a few times. And when you buy them, they actually have the little crystal sugar on the outside, like regular gummies and whatnot. And I'm sure that they have sour flavors.
Not that I'm not like sour candy, but I don't do weed. So
I took a blue chew first. Nice. So you're all getting ready.
Just in case. That Latina pussy.
Scott says you should try them. You should try the gummies.
I'm good, but thank you.
All right. I once again, we're gonna get out of here. We have about this is a perfect time. So Sean, thank you very much for coming in.
See you Monday.
And I will tell you the truth that I do every now and then watch highlights of Caitlin Clark getting roughed up.
Well, when she scores 45 points and has 10 assists last night for the first time ever in WNBA history, and then it's funny, it's like fans were going, or their haters were going, oh, well, it was against this bad team, one of the worst teams in the league. I'm like, okay, does that make the record any less impressive? Do you think if Jordan scores 60 against some team, people are like, oh, that was the Bullets, No, it's the first time in the 30 plus years that it happened, and she's only going to get bigger and better from here.
I don't disagree. I just wonder if eventually she's had enough and goes to Russia, Italy, wherever there's.
I hope we'll see, but she doesn't have a very smart organization around her. So it's kind of like if the Warriors had kept Mark Jackson as their coach and said, Steph Curry, you're going to play in this system. We're not going to build around you. No, that doesn't how it works.
Well, thank you, Sean. I do appreciate it. Everyone check him out at Sean Neutron on X. And that's
for all my shit posting. Thank you, guys.
All right, let's end this out. I got a few more comments. Ali says, can we define I'm defining it the exact same way, giving out people's personal information, phone numbers, anything, all that, address, personal information, names, all that stuff. Yeah. Things that people don't want known for the safety of themselves and their family and their job and their whatever. Yes, I define it the same. What's up, everyone? Jet the fuck up. Hell yeah, Macho Talk Sports. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Do you see they actually have weed called R. Kelly Piss? I have not. That's funny, but I don't know if I'd want to smoke it. People do that shit, Mike, and none of them would have the balls to come to your door. Well, duh. I mean, I have no shit that they're not going to come to my door. I've mentioned several times on my show that I have firearms. I'm not afraid to use them if someone's coming onto my property to threaten me or my family. So I think people are smarter than that. But I still don't want people, knowing my personal information of anything. It is what it is. I have 2 little girls. I have a wife, and let's say someone comes to my, I'm working a lot, and I don't want people coming to my house when it's just my wife and my daughters. Like, I know a bunch of people's real names and phone numbers and all that shit in the Jets community who at this point in my life, I don't like. And I would never think of giving that information out. Never in a million years. Because I'm not a fucking piece of garbage. Sorry. I'm not that big a piece of garbage. I have no fucks to give, and I'll call people out at this point, but I'm not going to do shit like that. So maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. People are scumbags. Yeah. And it's very cutthroat, and people backstabby in the Jets content community. Like, very. And I don't play that. There's very few. I will say this. There are very few, and I hope I don't forget, because I'm going to go through a few that I really like. And so if I miss someone, that sucks. But when I say these are the people that I like and truly think are decent people, if I forget someone, don't think that I think that those people are the shitheads, because there are a bunch of shitheads. But but in here, Dano and Scott, who do the Danger Zone, Johnny Boy and Snowball, Green Bean, Ian from Jet Central. I mean, I'm sure there are more, but those are the ones that have had personal conversations with. I've spoken to them on the air, most of them off the air. Actually, Dano, I don't know. Did I ever talk to you off the air? I think I've talked to everyone else off the air, but maybe not you. Everyone else I just mentioned. But there are other Jets content creators I'm sure aren't pieces of garbage shitheads, but you would be shocked at how many are backstabbing little middle school girl shitheads. And it's people I've been told about for a year and a half or more at this point. And it's just now where I'm coming through and just telling you guys, like, I'm done caring. I'm done pretending it doesn't exist. I'm done pretending that people in some of the biggest shows in the Jets community aren't backstabbing piece of shits that want other Jets content creators to lick their fucking balls and basically be yes men, little bitches to them to try to get some clout. I would never fucking do that. Maddie would never bow to another Jets content creator. I would never bow. And I think that's why some of them have a fucking problem with us, because they love having people love them. That's what they live for. That's what gets their adrenaline going. That's what gets their endorphins going. Being able to look down at all these people who super chat them or want to come on their show to promote their show or all this other stuff. And you want, actually, I'm not. Look, I do. There's somebody who will remain nameless in the Jets community, and there's a bunch more like him, but people will not talk bad about him because of his age. But this younger guy is a manipulator and a ball sucker. Okay. And I have tons of proof from so many people. And it's like, and he pays to get on, like, well, he doesn't pay, maybe daddy does, to get him exposure and into places so that he can do his thing. And to get on the news or something like that, let's say. And he's nice to you for however long you are useful to him. And he will turn his back on you immediately. That's all I'm saying. And once again, this happened months and months ago, but it probably, you know what? I think it last summer is when I found out all this information. And it wasn't even directed towards me. It was directed towards someone else who I'm close with, who showed me all these texts and all this other shit that went on and all this proof, and was like, yo, this person's a fucking piece of shit, a lazy piece of shit. And when you get all the information right in front of you and you see all the proof, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? You know? And this person, like I can tell because of something, one little thing that went my direction, but it didn't bother me. But it happened. I was like, that's weird. Like, that's really weird. Like, what? And then like a week or two later, this person came to me with all the, and once again, I'm not going to give out the names of people. I don't want to give out the names of anybody, but I'm definitely not going to give out the names of people who are friends of mine, like, or I like, or whatever. But I've gone on yapping for no reason because it's the end of the show and I've had, 2 beers. Whatever. I will go through some of this. Let me go through the last bit of comments and we'll get the hell out of here. Okay. We heard that one. People do that shit. I know. And it's shitty. Reminds me of a Manesh Mehta sharing Joe Douglas's cell phone number on Twitter. Nothing to be sorry about. Thank you. I assume we won't see Family Feud ever again. No, we get off our probation August 9th. The next show after that, I'm doing it again. As soon as that warning strike is taken away, I'm just going to do it again until I get warning striked again, because I've won 2 appeals for doing Family Feud, and they said, you're right. You were doing it all under fair use. You're doing it all under, the law of how you're doing it, whatever. There's plenty of other shows. I've written to them, given them examples of YouTube I'm talking about and whatever. And then I had people, once again, here we go again. I have people just striking all my shows. And if it comes from Family Feud, which it has a couple times, it comes from Fremantle Media London. That's who owns the rights to Richard Dawson Family Feud. If some random person is copyright striking it for Family Feud, it says third party something. I forget what word they use. So and so basically, I got to a point where people who didn't like me were just coming on and copyright striking my shit. I got every show I did. I got something where it said, "Oh, you're not going to have ads," or "Oh, this is whatever," and then I'd appeal it, and everything would be fine. I've even gotten the warning strikes, and it's been fine. But then it's happened so much that eventually they got one through. I appealed it, and I think I know what I did wrong in the appeal. But it's stuck, and the second I get off of my probation, I have another warning strike to give, and I'll do Family Feud again. And once again, I might even try. Let me just see if I can. You are okay. I'm seeing right now, because right now I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Rumble, and I want to know, because my whole point is I can switch over to Rumble and do whatever the fuck I want. And it says, okay, I can go to YouTube here, and it says you are live, edit, remove, view on YouTube. But it doesn't say end stream. Because I was thinking I want to be able to end this stream, but still be streaming on Rumble. But I don't want to click on anything because, see, I'd have to figure out how to do this. Remove. Now that says remove with a trash can. Now I'm afraid if I hit remove, does that remove it off of YouTube? Like, meaning, does it stop it on YouTube and then you've got it? Or does it immediately remove everything from YouTube and then I'll never get it back on YouTube? I'm going to have to do, because my whole plan was, if I wanted to do the feud again, or if I wanted to watch something that was a little dicey, I could, right here in StreamYard, stop our broadcast on YouTube, and then everyone would know to go over to Rumble, and then I could continue with whatever I wanted to do on Rumble. But without having to start a new stream and stop a new stream, just boom, like say, all right, goodbye, YouTube. We'll see you next time. If you want to continue watching the show, head over to Rumble. There's plenty of shows that do that. That's what I'm trying. I want to figure out how to do. That's what I'd like to figure out how to do, Cousin Kenny. I'm no content guy, but I appreciate the compliment, Mike. Let's go, Mike. Let's see here. Jets content and viewer drama always services post-draft and pre-training camp. Yeah, because there's nothing to fucking do. There's nothing to fucking do. except talk about like one thing that happened. Like the Jets might sign this guy for 3 hours. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh man, next family reunion, you have to let me know who's who. Wow. Cousin Kenny, do you have my phone number? Because I'll tell you in text. I'll tell you all the shit. You want to know the shit? I'll tell you all the shit in private. Your family, like I'll let you know whatever you want. I guess you guys gave up on the 69 super chats. We've had 12, folks. We've had 12. I'm just kidding. You don't have to super chat anymore. Everyone was so generous tonight. But I did just notice that it was going up, and then all of a sudden, nothing. But it did heavily stop when we had all the issues and my power went out and I had to wait. Okay, so we might have lost some people there. Come on, Mike. Let's burn this house down. Mike, I wish you remembered when I was on here with him and I barely got to say 2 words. Took me a year to call back. Are you talking about the third co-host, I assume? Yeah. Once again, I didn't think he was that bad of a co-host. It's just that he started doing his show. Like he was doing every Yankee game for 162 games. And me and Maddie, his show would overlap into ours, which I don't care about. And I wrote that to him. But I said, like, you can't be the official third co-host because we might need to bring other people in because me and Maddie want to get with doing our shit. Like, and at the time we were doing the thing where we would draft Jets quarterbacks or draft running backs or whatever. And we were then letting the chat vote on who won the draft. And we would just be sitting there waiting 10, 15 minutes or more, God forbid the game would go into extra innings for him to get on. And so I said, dude, do your show, and come on when you can. Like we can't have you as the official third co-host if you can't show up for when we're doing like our first bit, And then it turned into him like going behind my back and making up a bunch of shit and like sending shit to people. And I never did that. I didn't do that to him. I was very polite to him. I have the text. YouTube's copyright bullshit is bonkers. It absolutely is. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. On Tuesday, what you're doing may be legal. On Thursday, it's a copyright strike. Like you're doing the exact same thing, and one day it's fine. Next day it's not. So hit the like button, folks. We're heading out of here soon. I'm just trying to get into just getting to make sure. Good night, cousin Kenny. All right, I think we are good. Mike's middle finger. Go fuck yourself, everybody. Jets chant for Scott. Jets. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Midnight Mike Show forever. Been subscribed since it was Val, Kim, and Infrared. Love the growth these past 2.5 years, brother. Dano, thank you. And I love seeing that your channel move up and get more views and get more subscribers. And the worst part is it's like, I feel for Dano because like for like 2 years, he's doing it the tough way. But for like 2-3 years, when I do my reaction videos, I get so many subs during those videos. And that's why my sub count is so high, because people want to see my reaction videos. But Dano and other people are going like strictly on, there's some videos, but it's like they're going strictly on live shows. And when I go back to regular live shows during the off season, it's like my subscribers usually when the season ends, they go down a bit. Because all the people who signed on just to see my reaction to the Jets, there's like, let's say 20 who are like, all right, unsubscribe, whatever. But then over the offseason, I'll gain like 13 to 20 back. And those are like legit subscribers because they're watching my live show and subscribing during that. And then the season starts and subscriber count goes up again because people watch my reaction videos because the Jets fucking suck and I'm tired of it. And whatever, I'm not going to get riled up right now. But thank you, Dano. Wow, cousin Kenny, thank you. $13. There's 12 super chats, and now 13. You get the Jets chant to start. Jets. And I fell off of doing the highlights for Travis for what he gave earlier, because once my power went out and the internet had to be rebooted and all that, everything went off course for me. I was like, what do I do? Like, I'm a very strict schedule. When something gets fucked up, it's like, but regardless, Kenny has earned one for over $10. So let's go to the next one in line, and that's Ken O'Brien to Wesley Walker. Here we go. Thank you so much, Cousin Kenny. I appreciate it. You guys did a amazing night tonight with super chats and channel memberships and all of that. Like, you blew me away. And as a matter of fact, before we get out of here, once again, now I've gone, I wanted to be out of here at 10:30, 10:40, and now it's past 11. Like, I'm going to be up so fucking late tonight. God damn it. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to go over to YouTube and I'm going to give some channel memberships because you guys were so fucking nice tonight. All right, let's get over there. There we go. Let's go to the view your channel and go to, here we are. There's me. All right, let's get some, let's give five channel memberships. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's see. How do I do this? Membership gifting. Apply. Here we go. Gifting 5 channel memberships from the Midnight Mike Show. There you go. And actually, now that I'm here, I'll be able to tell you who got them. I know a lot of people got them tonight, but Cosmic got one, Nicole got one, Buzz Nutter got one, Tribal Chief got one, and Daniel Diaz got one. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of this show. All of you, whether you're new or old or whatever, have been here since the beginning. I definitely appreciate it. So that's that. You guys were awesome tonight. All I want to be sure about, keeping the peace with the New York joke dudes. Yeah, like, once again, I didn't mention them because I've never had any conversation or anything with them. But I love those guys, and I would love to do something with them, have them come on my show or go sit in their living room with them and watch a Jets game. But then you wouldn't get my reaction video because I'd have to drive home from Long Island and take the ferry and all that bullshit. Oh boy, that's a lot. Oh, fuck. Please tell me the New York Jokes are. No, they are not. They are not. My videos get like 20 views, so I gave up. You know what? Don't give up, because you're just going to hit one. Like, one is going to hit, and then all of a sudden, I'm like I said, whatever. I get it. I get it. I get that it's fucking annoying. I feel for all my family and friends in Connecticut. I'm watching an incredible sunset here. Well, that's nice. Don't feel bad for us. Tomorrow should be a beautiful day. Dano, wow, what a great question. How the hell do you super chat? I just realized you can click on the dollar amount and type in anything. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think of that either. Because usually it's like the $1.99, $2, $5, $10, and upwards from there. It's very rare you see a $13 chat. Midnight Mike Show gets it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But you know what? Let's do one more highlight in honor of a great night tonight. And thank you to Travis, and thank you to, let me go, got all of you guys, Scott and Dano, and let me go through and just make sure I mention all you guys who have done 18 super chats, some for 20 or more dollars. Scott, Dano, Travis, Brian, thank you. Ali, thank you. Scott again, thank you. Travis again, thank you. Valerie, thank you. Dano again, and Scott again, thank you. And Cousin Kenny, thank you. And Midnight Mike Show, thank you. And go until midnight. Scott, I'm not doing it. There is no way. No way. I've been getting such shit sleep since my hours changed. Like, it's brutal. But thank you. You get a Jets chant. Jets. Dana with $1.99. This is $1.69, so I think I win. What do you mean this is $1.69? It can't be $1.69 because according to, if I had to do my math, well, maybe with all the shit taken out, it's 69. But thank you, Dano. And then Ali comes in. Holy crap. with 1069. 69, dude. That's awesome, Jets chant. Jets. And with over $10, you get in the Travis thing. And we'll do another one. Let's do let's do Vinny to Wayne Corbett. Hell yeah. You guys have been awesome tonight. Just friggin' awesome. And Dano, take a Blue Chew, Mike. You get a Jets champ, but I don't have any Blue Chew in the house. Jets. I actually have, I'm, gonna be 46. I have no problem in that department yet. So I'm sure it'll come around. Like, I'm sure it'll come around. But you guys are friggin' awesome. And Scott comes in again. Jets chant. Jets. Hit the like button if you haven't. Mike, your sleep has no influence on my sleep. Yeah, well, you're also 3 hours behind me. So I'm sitting here coming up on midnight, and you're, what is it, 9 or 8 by you? 8:12, 9:12, something like that, depending on what time zone you're in. Like, that's insane. Like, believe me, it'd be nice to be a Jets fan who lived in another time zone so that you could because you could do these later shows. And yeah. All right, guys. All right. I think I'm back to where we were. I'm just okay. Okay. I'm just going through. I just want to make sure. You can plug the New York joke, guys. Look, my reaction videos should be a staple to your after game experience, but so should the New York jokes. I watch them it's so fucking funny to watch them flip out. It's so funny that their father and son, like, they look the same age to me. And I don't know if that's an insult to the dad or the son. All right. Oh, you're in Mountain Time. Okay, so a 2-hour difference. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. It means a lot to me tonight. You guys showed me so much support. And once again, like I said, if something pisses me off, I'm just going to say it from now on. I'm just going to say it. Because I'm not going to lick other people's nuts in order to if this show stays getting 100 views every live show during the off season, and then like 200 or 300 a show during the season, I'm fine with that. I'm the kind of person that, with my personality, and I get it, they either like me or you don't. And that's fine. But I'm not a middle school girl who does drama and shit talk behind people's back. Bottom line. I'm not doing 46 more minutes, but you get the Jets chant. Jets. I don't know what that means. Mike, what about just a taint? I don't know. Thank you very much, folks. Have a good night. And listen, we'll be back Monday night. And someone just came in the green. Guys, I'm trying to get out of here. I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate the super chats, but I have to get out of here. I have work in the fucking morning. But listen, if you want to call back in, if you want to comment, I'll be here Monday night with Maddie for a full hour and a half at least. Jets chant. Jets. Oh, 69 more minutes. We have been loving the number 69 tonight. Jets. I have read every super chat. Mid-afternoon, Mike. Not the first person. Not the first person. But I have another Halloween sleepover coming. And if you didn't see the first Halloween sleepover, go check it out. 10 hours overnight. And I literally time-stamped it. So you don't have to sit there and watch 10 hours. You can literally look at the timestamps and watch the things you want to watch. I watched 2 full movies with you guys, with the movie on the screen. Like, we had a good time at the Halloween sleepover. But this year, Halloween sleepover part 2 is coming. It's coming. And I love it. You don't have to be sorry. I was ending out the show. I have to get out of here. But guys, thank you very much. We're going to end the show with one more highlight because that's just how it's going to be. One more highlight, and it's going to be, let's do Klecko's sack. Here we go. All right, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you next time.